What up, Dr. Eve? What's going on, Dr. Eve? Yo, Doc Bones. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night. It all depends what state you're in and where in the world you live, because it's one of each: daytime, nighttime, and afternoon time. So, congratulations. How you guys doing? Welcome back. What's going on? I literally just woke up from my nap. I was sleeping. I fell asleep from like 11 p.m. or 10. No, like 10 p.m. I don't know. I ate dinner and I fell asleep. I think I had like a 3-hour nap. I think I slept for like 3 hours. What time is it now? 1:30. I woke up like 1:30. So 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. No. 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. 3 hours, I think. Yeah. Anyway, who cares? Brian knows. What's up, Brian knows? How you doing? Brian, what do you know? Sean B, what up, Sean? How you doing, Sean B? What's going on? Ray, what's good? Ray, True Crime. How you doing? Good to see you here. Dr. Eve, how you doing? Doc Bones, what's up, bro? Braxton, you're early. Or I'm late. Sorry, either one. I guess I'm late. Oh man, what do you guys do? What were you guys doing before you came? What were you guys doing before I came? Let me put on live chat. I'm putting live chat on now. No more top chat. It's not live chat. Welcome to live chat. Remember, your guard is your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Yay. Yay. How you guys doing? Welcome back. Good to see you. Wow. The yawn right there. That was a big yawn. Was having pizza at 2 o'clock in the morning. You're eating pizza? That's fair. I did it before. That's why I'm fat. I can't eat late no more. No more late. I can't eat late. I can't eat late at night no more. My doctor said, well, I have a doctor's appointment on Monday for my fat. I have a lot of fat in my gut, man. So I got to somehow learn how to get rid of it. So on Monday, we'll find out. You know? Over checking out Brian's stream and the tabs in the labs. Brian's stream? Who's Brian? Brian's stream? Who the hell's Brian? Oh man. Oh man. Madam Reacts 12:52 a.m. down here. Oh, you're in the air 12:52 a.m. section of planet Earth. Okay. Oh man. Dr. Eve, how you doing, Doc? What's going on? What's going on, Doc? Have you been doing something? Trying to get in trouble, Richie? Hey, Rich, are you trying to get in trouble? Huh? What are you trying to do over there? You're trying to get yourself in trouble over there. You're going to get in trouble. I want to see what dog you have. What is that, your dog? Is that your dog? Let me see. Dr. Eve, is that your dog? Ray. Is that your dog's name, Ray? Oh, that's a cute doggy. Come here, Ray. Come here, Ray. You're such a good girl. Ray. Come here, Ray Ray. That's a new dog's name, Ray Ray. I like that name, Ray Ray. It's not a bad name. Oh, you don't know how he died? Oh, he died? All right. Oh no, you took that's the one you put is that the one you put to sleep the other day? No. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, Ray died? Sorry to hear that, Ray Ray. My little dog died, and my dog in the picture had to be rehomed. Oh, rehomed. Why did it have to be rehomed? My dog died. My little dog died, and my dog in the picture had to be rehomed. Oh, this dog here didn't die. He had to be rehomed. Okay. Well, I'm glad he's not dead. I'm glad he's not dead. That's good. Sorry to hear, ma'am, Dr. Eve. Sorry to hear that, ma'am. Well, at least he's not dead. Why'd you have to have it rehomed? Because I gotta start eating healthy. I gotta start eating healthy, guys. I gotta start eating healthy. What do you consider a healthy breakfast? I gotta start eating more better breakfasts, man. I can't be eating pancakes and eggs and eggs, yeah, but I can't be eating all these fattening foods anymore. I'm 272 pounds. I'm a fat fuck. I gotta stop eating fat stuff. I'm looking at 1-bedroom apartment on Sunday. Why are you looking for a 1-bedroom apartment, Brian? You don't even have a job. This guy doesn't even have a job. He's looking for an apartment. Like, seriously? What the fuck is that? How are you able to look for a job? I mean, how are you able to look for an apartment, but you don't even have a job? I don't get it, man. You taking advantage of New York and America. Holy shit. How about get a job, bro? Oatmeal, plums, wheat toast, bacon. Bacon? Get out of here. If you think bacon is healthy for breakfast, you are so wrong. I can't believe you said bacon. Oh my God. No. Forget about it. Forget about it. Bacon. Yeah, eat bacon, Rich, every day in the morning and night. Best thing for you. Holy shit. I'm looking for a 1-bedroom. I'm looking for a 1-bedroom apartment. I don't even have a job. Oh my God. Wow. Cheerios. Come on. That's not healthy food, guys. Holy shit. Where do you guys get your dietitian info from? I mean, Cheerios is not bad because it doesn't really have any flavor or anything into it, but it's not like, healthy. I don't know, man. 4 chihuahuas. 4 chihuahuas. You're good at this. What's a good breakfast for a healthy breakfast? So far, I got bacon, got Cheerios, turkey bacon. Okay, turkey bacon is good. I'll take turkey bacon. 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 Yo, don't you live rent free, Sean? Brian knows. Brian Pino, don't you live in an apartment for free? Oh man, avocado toast. Okay, that's a good one. 4 chihuahuas. That's a good one. But the toast part, is that good? I heard toast isn't that good. Isn't eating toast for breakfast isn't that good? Is that true? Oh man, Manimal, I know you're lying. Then again, you're from New York, so I can look for you to say that. Of course, you're actually wrong, though. Haha. Bacon is healthy. I'm from the South, so yeah. All right, if you say so. Bacon is not healthy. Bacon is not healthy. Good. Why don't you just Google it? I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it for you, okay? I'm gonna do it. Not you. Me. Not him. Me. Not her. Me. Is eating bacon healthy? Bacon is generally considered unhealthy due to high levels of sodium, saturated fat, and processing. You heard? Again, bacon is generally considered unhealthy due to high levels of sodium, saturated fat, and poison and processing, which are linked to risks of heart disease, stroke, and certain cancers. While it provides protein and some nutrients, it is best enjoyed as an occasional treat rather than a straight food, a staple food. So there you have it. There's a high risk factors for blood pressure. So therefore, it is not good. But if you want to eat it, go ahead. There you have it, Braxton. Enjoy your bacon. I enjoy it too. I can't lie. Every now and then, I'll eat bacon. Why? Because it's so juicy and looking good and tastes good. But I don't eat it every day. All right? All right. Cook that shit. Are you the real state agent? A real state agent? A real state agent? What is that? What do you mean you're a real state agent? What you talk about, Willis? What you talk about, Willis? All right. The trial's over. The trial is over, I think, today or Monday. It's going to be over, the trial. The trial is over on Monday. So they're going to start deciding what's going on in this case. So I'm going to catch up and see what we missed. And that's it. I don't know what to watch right now. I'm going to watch I want to watch where were we yesterday? Day 9. Day 9? We're on day 9? Yeah, that girl. We were watching that girl. I don't think we got to finish this girl. Okay. Okay. Remember her? Remember her. Remember. All right, where's my background? What background am I using? This is my crime background. Little Miss Sharon, how you doing, Little Miss Sharon? How you doing, girl? Welcome back to my live stream. It's good to see your name in my live stream, Little Miss Sharon. How you feeling today, Little Miss Sharon? Huh? You're looking beautiful, Little Miss Sharon. Yeah, I like that picture you got there. You're a beautiful young woman. Yeah, you're a beautiful young woman, Miss Sharon. Let me see you blown up. Oh, there you are. You're on the big screen now. You're on the big screen now, Little Miss Sharon. How you doing, girl? Yeah. You already know, Little Miss Sharon. Run that shit. Little Miss Sharon, what's up? I'm busting chops. Hey, I'm busting your chops. I gotta say hi to my girl over here. What up? How you doing today? Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, young lady. We all miss you. We hope you come back soon. I can't believe she's dead. I can't believe she's died. So sad. So sad. Yeah, rest in peace. Damn. Cakes Boo. Cakes Boo. Rest in peace, Cakes Boo. We all love you. You won't be forgotten, Cakes Boo. I can't believe God took her away. God stole her. God took her away, man. It's fucked up. Can't believe it. I just can't believe. I can't believe. I can't believe. I can't believe. Now, where are my pictures at? Oh, okay. I miss her. I miss her. I miss her. I'm sorry. I miss her. Guys, if it was one of you guys in the chat, I miss you too. You know? I just feel bad. I feel bad that she died. Wow. Where's my cross thing? I can't find my cross. Oh. Where is my cross? Oh, here it is. Found it. All right. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Cakes Boo. Rest in peace, Cakes Boo. We love you. Wish you were still here with us. Seriously. We wish you were still here with us. So sad. Oh, let's see where we're here. Oh, I got a little donation. Oh, Little Miss Sharon. Thank you very much for your $5 donations, Little Miss Sharon. I appreciate that, Little Miss Sharon. Thank you so much. Very generous of you. Let me know if you hear it. Let me know if you hear the sound effect we want to do. Yeah, let's go, baby. Whoa. That's mad loud. Blew my ears off. Yeah, run that shit. Yeah, let's go. Little Miss Sharon, thank you. Where's my other thing to do? I do this. No, my other sound effect. Where's my other? I love it when you call me Big Pop.
hands in the air. If you's a
No. All I want to do is boom, 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 and take you in the head. Oh my God! Did you guys hear any? Did you guys hear any music? Did you guys hear any music? No. All I want to hear is boom. Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. What? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. All I want to know is boom, boom, boom. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to fix something here. Hold on. Why doesn't that goes there? Oh, there. Okay. Bring it over here for now. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Let me see. Oh, they hear sound effects. All right, now let me try my sound effects. Hold on. There you go. Over here. There you go. All right, over here. There you go. All right, works. Sound effects works. All right, thank you. Anyway. Where's the other thing I had? I don't want to be. Oh yeah, this one.
Leroy Jenkins! Leroy Jenkins! Leroy Jenkins!
Woo! Yeah, baby. There you go. Doc Bones, thank you for your donation, Doc. Blow that up. Boom. Blow it up for you right there, Doc Bones. Yeah, baby. And with a Leroy Jenkins, let's go.
Leroy Jenkins!
I love it. I love it. Where was it? I want to hear it again. Let's go.
Leroy Jenkins!
Yeah, let's go.
Leroy Jenkins!
Right. All right. Oh man. Doc Bones and Little Miss Sharon, thank you guys for your donations. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. This is for Cake Boo. All right. This one's for what? Super sticker. Okay. And this is for Cake Boo. All right. Thank you. Rest in peace. There you go. Rest in peace, mofo. All I want to do is boom, 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 and begin to the ho, 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 ho. All right. Let me make it smaller. Thank you for your donations, guys. I appreciate that. Keep donating. Everybody, keep donating, guys. Don't be shy. Show headlines? Oh, that means. Boom, 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 boom. All right. All right, so we're going to close that and then use the default theme font. Okay. No. All I want to do is boom, boom, boom. Shake it in the room. All right, where's the All right, sorry guys. How you doing? How you guys doing today? Happy Friday. Achoo! Oh man, that was a big sneeze. Holy shit! Wow. Oh my god! I almost canceled my show. When I sneezed, I clicked on cancel the stream. Oh my god! I almost canceled. Wow. All right. No man. I'll do that over here, and then there. This one do the live stream, and then banners. Okay, get that. Like that. Where's the what was I looking for? Oh, yeah, to make this smaller. I gotta make the banner smaller here. There you go. That one. All right, do that one. All right, guys. This is for Cakes Boo. Run that shit. This is for Cakes Boo. Yeah. This is for Cakes Boo, boys and girls. You already know. Run that shit.
Dragons!
There we go. We miss you, Cakes Boo. We love you. All right, let's go to trial. Let's go. Judge designates courtroom seat for Richins family. Oh. The judge designates courtroom seats for Mr. Okay. Where were we? I forgot where we left off, guys. Where did we leave off? Fuck it. I'll leave off here.
Sorry, there's only one of you.
Yes.
Mistaking. Would you pull the mic a little closer to you?
Okay.
You can sit wherever you're comfortable. It's just easier to move the mic. Thank you. Please proceed.
Apologies. Do you know Kouri Richins?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I
We
do.
record everything, so
Yes,
I
I
saw
do.
that you were nodding, but how do you know Kouri Richins?
We grew up together, school.
When did you first meet her?
I met her in, I think, junior high school.
Oh my god, I fucked up again.
Is admitted.
Funny story. It was like an allergic reaction is what we had thought it was.
So Eric jokingly, I want to accurately
Yes,
accurately capture
we
this.
were laughing at the story
So did Eric
along with Eric.
Right. Did Eric jokingly say that Kouri Richins had tried to
Yes, and we all teased Kouri for trying to kill him or poison him or whatever he thought it was.
Okay. How did Kouri Richins react to Eric Richins jokingly say that she tried to poison him on Valentine's?
She laughed about it. We were all laughing.
Did she say anything about what happened on
She
Valentine's?
said, no, that's not what happened, that he had, that it was an allergic reaction or something, or it wasn't that dramatic. It didn't happen like that.
Did
Something
she,
along those lines.
did she say how it happened or what happened?
No, not that I can recall.
Just that it didn't happen as Eric jokingly said it happened.
No, but with Eric right there.
Sure. Eric's there the whole time.
Yes.
Understood. Your Honor, I hate to keep doing this. I just want to bring up one other thing at the bench.
No, it's better.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Briefly, we're going to go back to the Sedona Mago letter. Scott, can you publish? Can you bring up 2-4?
Go ahead, Mr. Bloodworth. What's the state's motion?
Your Honor, the state moves to admit 2-4.
Consistent with the court's ruling at sidebar, states Exhibit 2-4 is admitted.
Just one moment.
Of course.
Guys, is there any testimony we missed that you wanted to see in this case? Because it's almost over in this case. I'm not sure we missed. I'm sure we did miss a couple things. Let me know
Your
what we
Honor, I
missed.
just think under Rule 106, for completeness sake, if we're going to put this in, let's just put in the whole letter.
I'm not aware of what's under the redaction. So would the two of you approve for a second? Let's just make sure I'm.
Oh my God. Ugh, let me fast forward. As I drool on myself.
Sit tight.
I'm fast forwarding it. Nothing's happening.
Mr.
Story,
They're talking.
or the whole story.
Okay. Mr. Bloodworth, forgive me, how much time do you need to come up with an unredacted version?
We haven't.
Okay. Scott, would you, the screens are muted. Would you show it to me for a moment, please? Lewis
No, Your Honor.
is admitted. Published now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I get comfortable over here. I have to read this out loud? Oh my God. Why don't they read it for us? I don't understand. How come they don't read it? Why do we have to read it ourselves? I don't get that. Kouri was born in 1990 in Oklahoma. Her parents were married and worked for the same engineering company. They were both previously married with children. Really? Her parents were both married? Okay. No. Where's my mouse? All right. All right, what? Previously married with children. Her father had a daughter, Tanya, and her mother had a son and daughter, Renee and DJ. Together, Kouri's parents had Kouri and her brother, Ronnie. Ronnie and Kouri had to move a lot when they were kids. From 1990 to 1990, whatever it is, 6, I think. They lived in 17 different states. Damn. From 1990 to 96, they lived in 17 different states due to their parents' work. Oh my God. Kouri's father was a successful engineer, but he was also an alcoholic and spent most of his life. In 1996, he was drinking and driving and fell asleep at the wheel and hit and ran over. Let me see. And hit and ran over a cop. He ran over a cop who had another car pulled over. Oh my God. He had the cop had another car pulled over on the side of the street road. He was put in prison for the next six. Wow. He was put in prison for the next 6.5 years. Wow. Kouri's mom. Oh shit. Fuck you. What am I doing? What's wrong with my hands? God. I can't touch the mouse. 6.5 years. Kouri's mom, who today is her best friend, had never owned addiction. She is a compulsive gambler. Once Kouri's father was put in prison. Let's see. Once Kouri's mom was Once Kouri's father was put in prison, her mom then filed for divorce. In 1998, here we go, them else again. In 1998, and continued working full-time rather than bringing home Tanya, Kouri's dad's daughter, was raised by her mom. DJ Kouri's half-brother lived with his father. However, Kouri's older sister helped Kouri's mom. And Kouri and Ronnie's white while their mom was worked. Okay. Keep going. When mom worked. Once Renee turned 18, she left and never had a relationship again with Kouri or Ronnie because she blames them and having to help raise them, destroying her life as a kid. In 2000, Kouri and Ronnie and their mom moved to Utah to be closer to their mom's sister and finally settled down. All right. Well, come on. And finally settled down. Where's that part? And finally settled down. Where's that part? I'm lost now. Where's settled down part? I'm lost. Their mom's gambling addiction made life as a something. Right, how do I get that part? Destroying. I'm lost. Where was I? Oh no, I'm lost. I'm lost, guys. I don't know.
Thank you. No
I'm
further
lost.
questions, Your Honor.
I'm lost. I'm totally lost. Oh my God. Well, let me see here. So I graduated because of film. Happy because the client didn't. In 2017, she had her third son, and her life spread her down the hall. She graduated from grad school in 2018. However, she also found out her husband had been having an emotional affair. Kouri went to counseling on and off because of his anxiety, depression, this constant need for chase happiness. Her husband, emotionally, she is exhausted from years of hearing, "You're selfish. You're not enough. You need me." From her husband, she ready to open her heart and find the happiness that's already there and stop looking for it. What? I'm confused. This is the dumbest trial ever. Come on, fast forward. I don't know. I'm lost.
No further questions, Your Honor.
I don't know what the fuck happened there. I give up. Yeah, they moved to Utah. A lot of whispering going on.
Your Honor, we've agreed that I'm going to handle this witness as a direct examination since she's here from out of town, so we don't have to bring her back.
Sounds good.
All right.
I appreciate it. Please proceed.
Morning or good afternoon. Huh? Who knows anymore? How are you today?
Have been better.
I'm sure you have.
Allie, will you do me a favor? I'm sincere. You can sit wherever you like. Just
What do you
pull the
want
mic closer. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Ellie, my name's Wendy Lewis. I know we've spoken, but we haven't met before, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I want to talk about, you knew Kouri, you said since junior high.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. And did you do things with her as and Eric as couples or with also your children as families?
Both. We did things with our families as well.
All right. And did you go on a trip to Hawaii together?
I did.
And when was that trip to Hawaii?
I think it was early 2018.
Early 2018?
Yeah. February,
Cat Randall, what's up, Cat Randall? How you doing?
I think.
Okay. And what was the purpose of that trip?
Our friend was getting married.
Which friend was that?
Selma.
Selma. Okay. And did something happen on that trip that Kouri was upset about?
Could you clarify?
Did something happen in terms of the travel to Hawaii?
Yes.
And what was that?
Kouri found out that Eric had hidden drugs in her suitcase without telling her.
Okay. And what was it that he put in the suitcase?
Gummies.
And was she upset about that?
Yes. Yes, we were laughing. Yeah. She wasn't crying upset. It was more or less a funny story, but not so funny.
Not so funny story.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, is it fair to say she was not happy?
No, she was not okay with it.
Okay. And what was Eric Richins' reaction? You don't have to get into what he said, but how did he react to Kouri not being happy with him?
He thought it was hilarious.
He thought it was hilarious that he'd put
Yes, his thinking was
THC in her bag.
yes.
Okay, no, I just clarifying. You're fine. Okay. Now, you said that you were visiting, and you're from California, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Or you're
I am.
living in California now.
Yes.
To be more accurate. And you were visiting here about a month, a little less than a month, 3 weeks before Eric died, correct? Or is that right?
Yes.
All right. And during that trip, you just talked about some things that happened during that trip when you were staying with the Richins. Did you take THC gummies with them at that time?
Not on that trip. I didn't.
Not on that trip.
I don't believe so. No. No, Eric didn't want me to.
Why didn't Eric want you to? Do you know why?
Yes, he said that he.
Objection, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you, without,
Sustained regarding calling for hearsay. Can you rephrase, Ms.?
yes. All right. So you discussed taking gummies.
We did.
All right. And there was a concern about taking them. Is that fair?
Yes.
And why was there a concern about taking those?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained. We maybe just ask her why she didn't do something or what her concerns were.
All right. Why did you decide not to take the gummies?
I was told they were bad gummies. That they made Kouri super sick.
Okay. Are you aware where those gummies came from?
No, I wasn't aware.
All right. Now, you had taken gummies, THC gummies,
Cat Randall, stop being racist, Cat Randall.
with the Richins in the past.
Yes.
And where originally, you don't have to tell me who, but where were those gummies purchased from?
Well, I was never with him when he got them, but I knew it was from a.
Objection, Your Honor.
Foundation.
Foundation.
Okay.
All right.
Sustained.
You had taken gummies with the Richins in the past.
Yes.
And so had some of your other friends. It was something that you all did occasionally, just like having a drink. Fair? Fair. All right. And are you aware of, well, let me rephrase that.
Apparently, she's a smart woman right here, a witness, but doesn't do gummy bears and shit like that. You're here sitting there saying that she's doing gummies and shit. Stop being a fucking racist, bro. She's a beautiful black woman who has a good job. How about that?
Were you all getting these gummies from the same source originally?
Objection, Your Honor.
Pause for one moment. I need a reason.
Foundation.
Okay. Would you please lay some foundation for whether and to what extent this witness knows about the source of anything that she took?
Right. Again, you were all getting gummies from the same source, right?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
I need you to lay some foundation. Not
I'm
just
working
ask
on
the
it.
same question. Just break it down.
Do you know where you and your friends were getting the THC gummies from?
It's a yes or no question.
Yes.
You are aware. Okay. And for a time period, you were getting them from one particular person. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the time period that you were getting them from that person?
What do you mean?
Like, was it from 2018 to 2021? Was it from, can you give me a general time for how long of a time?
Would you pause there for one moment? Your objection, Mr. Bloodworth.
Your Honor, objection, foundation, particularly as it relates to whether or not hearsay is the foundation.
Right. Ms. Lewis, my apologies. Would you approach for 1 second?
Oh my God.
You were aware. Let me just back up. You said you were aware that they were all coming from the same person.
It's a yes or no.
Yes.
How are you aware of the person that was providing them?
Can you be a little bit more specific?
How were you aware where the gummies were coming from?
That's the same question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
Were you ever there when the gummies were purchased or brought or delivered? You were never there.
No.
All right.
Oh my
Did you
God.
ever purchase them yourself?
No.
So can you tell me how you knew?
She never purchased her own soap.
Let me just come out. So did someone tell you where the gummies were coming from, or did you have personal knowledge of where the gummies were coming from?
I was told where they were coming from.
All right. Okay. How was it that you found out that Mr. Richins had died?
Our friend Kelsey called me.
Called you?
Yes, I was called on the phone.
Yes. And was that the day that Mr. Richins passed away?
Yes.
All right. And what did you do when you found out?
I cried
And then what did you do?
and then booked a flight and came the very next day.
All right. So you arrived
I arrived on the 5th.
on the 5th. All right. And how did Kouri seem when you arrived?
Distraught. Like she was grieving.
And you've known Kouri a long time.
Yeah.
And you've observed her on other occasions where she's been upset.
Yes.
Ever anything this traumatic, or was this the first time?
This is probably the most traumatic one I've experienced so far. Yes.
All right. Did anything about her behavior or her reaction strike you as unusual?
No.
Were you there when there was a celebration of life held at the Richins house the night after he died?
Yes.
And how many people were there at that event?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. There was a lot of people.
More than 10?
There were people coming in and out the whole time.
All right. Was this something that was planned, like a planned event?
No.
So it was, can you just describe sort of how it started?
People came to show their condolences and grieved at the loss of losing Eric. That's how it began. That's all it was.
All right. And was there alcohol?
Yes.
What else took place at the event? What were people doing? They were drinking?
We were playing with the kids and talking about memories of Eric.
All right.
Dancing, talking about him, remembering him.
Okay. Would you describe it as an upbeat, happy event?
It was kind of, I don't know. It wasn't a party, if that's what you were trying to ask.
Okay. What would you describe it as?
Remembering his life.
All right. Can you pull up Defense Exhibit 1089, just for the witness?
Gummies, and more gummies. The good gummy conversation. I never talked about gummies so much.
Do you recognize that photo?
Yes, I took the picture.
All right. And was that taken the night that we were talking about?
Yes,
And do you recognize the people in that photo?
I do.
All right. Could we publish, or could I admit and then publish? Defense 1089.
No.
Okay. Defense 1089 is admitted.
Okay. And maybe if you want to step down for a minute, if you could tell us who the people are in this photo.
I'd rather not.
If you would just stay close to a mic,
I know, I
and
just
then
realized I didn't have one on.
here you go, Allie. If you'd use that when you. Ms. Listen, you should get near a mic.
All right. Just from left to right, can you tell us who's in the photo?
That's Kouri. I can't remember his name, but that's Eric's best friend.
Can you maybe put the mic up?
That's Eric's best friend. I can't remember his name.
Is that Bryce?
Yeah, that's Bryce. Sorry.
Okay.
That's Bryce. That's Allie, Cody's wife. That's Chelsea, and that's Amy,
Amy
Eric's sister.
Richins. Okay. You can sit back down. We can take that down. So how long did you stay after Eric passed away?
I stayed overnight that night.
Were you there the next day when Amy Richins came to the house?
Yes, I was.
All right. And were you there when Kouri was trying to get into a safe that belonged to Eric?
I was.
Do you know why Kouri was trying to get into the safe?
Excuse me. Yes.
Why was she trying to get into the safe?
She wanted to see what his will said.
And did she know the will was in the safe, or do you not know?
No, she knew it was in there.
All right. And then what happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
Well, was she able to get into the safe?
She was not. She didn't know the code.
And then was there a conversation about her not getting into the safe?
Objection, foundation as it relates to hearsay.
All right. Who was present when she was trying to get into the safe?
She wasn't even in there at first.
When you say she, who are you talking about?
Kouri wasn't even in there. It was
Who was in there at first?
her brother and the locksmith.
Okay. So a locksmith was called to try and open the safe.
Yes.
All right. And then what happened after that, Court?
Amy and Bryce were leaving, and Amy saw the logo on the side of the truck and ran into the garage to stop Kouri from getting into the safe.
Do you know why she was trying to stop Kouri from getting into the safe?
Because Amy was,
Foundation.
Yeah. It's speculation. How,
Well, if she knows why,
but how she knows is the genesis of the foundation and speculation objection.
you were there, correct?
I was.
And you saw the reactions of everyone in the room.
I did.
And you saw Kouri become very upset. Did you see Kouri become very upset?
I did.
Do you know why Kouri was upset?
Yeah, because she was told that it was not her.
Objection.
If you'd stop there. Calls for your
What lawyer, Cat Randall?
Sustain.
You did see Kouri's reaction
I did.
to not being able to get into the safe. Let me rephrase that. You saw Kouri's reaction based on what was going on regarding the safe.
I did.
And you saw her, well, tell me, what was her reaction?
Pure frustration and rage.
Rage?
Yeah.
Was she crying?
Yes. She was shaking.
And in your opinion, was that reaction over the top?
No, I thought she was valid.
Did you think she was unreasonably out of control?
No.
Was that reaction unexpected, given what was going on in the room?
No.
Okay. Just one moment.
The lawyers
Can I
on
make
this
just have a
case
moment?
team-
Of course.
The lawyers on this case have a team that watches true crime. And they watch my show? Why would I watch my show?
Let's go back to what you were talking about with Mr. Bloodworth regarding the sandwich. So when you were there, you said that Eric said, what did Eric say to you again about the sandwich?
Can you clarify the question, please?
Yes, you were talking about when Eric got sick from a sandwich, right? You talked about that with Mr. Bloodworth.
I did.
And he told you, what did he tell you?
That he believed that Kouri had tried to poison him.
Okay. Did he tell you, I believe Kouri tried to poison me, or did he say to you, did Kouri tell you she tried to poison me?
No. He said, he said Kouri tried to poison him.
All right, and who was there? Kouri was there?
Yes.
And what was her response to that?
She was laughing and she said that's not what happened.
And what did happen?
I don't know what happened.
Well,
He took a bite of the sandwich and got an allergic reaction and had to shoot himself with an EpiPen.
okay, so they talked about that there was an allergic reaction.
Yes.
Was everyone laughing?
Yes, we were all laughing and we jokingly said, "Don't eat what Kouri feeds you."
Okay. And did Eric appear upset about what had happened prior with the sandwich?
No.
Did he seem scared about what had taken place?
No.
How are he and Kouri getting along when you were there that last visit?
They seemed better than I'd seen them in a long time.
Okay. And with that, I have nothing further.
Okay. Mr. Bloodworth, any additional questions for Ms. Staken?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. They stopped talking.
Ma'am, let me make sure I understand
More
the
questions?
travel to Hawaii. Am I right that
Falcon Australia. How you doing?
it was funny at the time because Kouri did not get caught with the gummies in her luggage, but it would have been less than funny if she had got caught? Is that the joke?
Speculation.
Overruled.
Could you ask that again?
You said they were Eric and you and Kouri and everybody were joking about Eric putting weed gummies in Kouri Richins' luggage. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is the joke that it was funny because she didn't get caught?
No, it was funny because she didn't know.
I see. Okay. Can we turn to the gathering on March the 5th, 2022, right? The day after Eric Richins' death?
Okay.
And you and others, many friends of Eric, some of Eric's family members, I think were there, right?
Yes.
And people were drinking and toasting Eric.
Yes.
People were also using weed gummies that night too, as well.
I don't know. Not that I'm aware of.
That photo you showed, or you looked at, it was labeled Exhibit 1089. That was at the beginning of the evening?
No, that was towards the end. It was I don't know. It was mid-evening.
Okay, there came a time, right, when Mr. Knutson removed his pants?
Sorry, who?
Do you know who Bryce Knutson is?
I know Bryce. I don't know his last name.
Okay, did there come a time when he removed his pants at that celebration?
Not that I remember, but probably.
Okay. Do you remember if the photo was before or after that?
It was before he was dressed.
We got naked?
Scott, can I get Exhibit 8-8, please?
You got naked. You get naked.
The witness can see it.
Ma'am, do you recognize that photo or that video rather as an accurate depiction of what was occurring in parts of that evening?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state's going to move 8-8 into evidence, but ask the court not to publish it. What the state's going to do is prepare a vision of that blurs out the face of any children, and then publish that to the jury at a different time.
Ms. Lewis,
No objection.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is her friend, fucking.
the forthcoming version of 8-8 that blurs out any minor children is admitted. We'll publish it later.
Thank you, sir. Scott, can you bring up 8-8 Delta 2, please?
Are you able to see it? Steve? Okay. Is this supposed to be moving, Scott?
Your Honor, it's not. It is
Okay.
a still frame from that video. The state moves 8-8 D2 into evidence.
Ms. Lewis?
No objection.
Okay. 8-8 D2. You're going to mark this later with a sticker.
I am, Your Honor.
Okay.
Welcome,
Is
Falcon.
admitted. Would you like to publish?
The judge has a
Yes,
beautiful
Your Honor.
voice.
Okay.
Yes, he has a beautiful voice, right, Sharon? So sexy and deep.
Thank you.
What kind of picture was
Your
that?
Honor, may we approach to have a common understanding on something?
Sure.
Oh my God, did it again. Oh, what is this? What is this thing on the left side? How do I close this? Oh my God.
We approach.
I'm going to they're doing here. What are they doing here? What picture is this one? Is it a picture of what? Checking, they're doing something in her eye? I don't understand this. What are they doing here? Rich has a better voice? Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Your Honor, may we approach to have a common understanding on
Doing
something?
shots?
Sure.
I don't know they're doing shots. Were they doing shots there? I don't think so.
Something.
Let me see.
Thank you.
They're not doing shots. Well, don't look like shots.
Your Honor, may we approach to have a common understanding on something?
Sure.
Don't look like shots to me. Guys, I bought the new Samsung phone. I finally got a new phone, guy. I got the new Samsung 26, 25, I think, 26. Oh my god. I'm choking on my saliva. It's 4 degrees outside. Oh my god. Guys, it's 4 degrees outside right now. 4 degrees? Why is it so cold? It's cold out here. 4 degrees in New York City. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Bless you. Jello shots. Yeah, 4 degrees in New York. I don't know how. Really? 4 degrees in New York? Fort Greene? Where the hell is Fort Greene? Why do I get so many advertisements in his fucking phone app? It's ridiculous. I don't want this app. I don't want a fucking app with a thousand fucking things. I gotta delete this shit. I don't want this app. There's too many what's bullshit in this app, man? What the fuck? I can't keep that app. I open up the weather app. I open up this weather app and all I get is fucking advertisements. Get out of here. I can't keep this app. I gotta delete it. I can't have an app like that, man. Way too many apps. I need a weather app with no advertisements. I can't understand why typing is so small. They need a bigger keyboard.
Mr. Bloodworth, any other questions for this witness?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes. Just going back to the night of the wake.
Mhm.
And have you been to wakes before? Or
Yes.
was that your first one?
No, I've been to wakes before.
And was anything about this unusual to you?
No.
This is how you'd seen people at other wakes right after a loved one had died. Fair? Was
Yes.
Kouri happy that night?
No, we were trying to be happy for the kids. We were trying to stay positive and keep it light
Okay, so
for her kids.
and that's fair. And you said you spent the night at the house.
I did.
Who else spent the night at the house that night? Do you know?
Yes, Amy did, and so did Bryce, and I believe Chelsea did as well.
Okay, so just the four of you. Other adults went home. Then the kids were there.
Yes, and the kids were there.
Do you recall that Kouri left that event early to go to bed with one or more of the children?
No, I don't recall.
You don't recall that?
No.
Okay. All right. I have nothing further.
No, Your Honor.
Counsel, may we release this witness?
Yes, we may.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, it's over. If you're
I
finally
appreciate your
done.
patience. Thank you for your time. Please travel safely. You're free to go.
I don't want her to leave that. She was good. Bye. See you later.
Should we talk about scheduling or?
Yes, sir. Let's talk scheduling.
Yeah, I think a brief scheduling discussion would be appropriate. Ms. Nestor, do you mind?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see what happens here. They ended video in 2 minutes.
You then have to take a break. We'll just start with that next witness on Monday morning. Scheduling reminder, no trial tomorrow, Friday, March 6th. We will be in recess until Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. Over the next 3 days, please make an effort to not watch, listen, or read anything related to this case. It takes affirmative action, so please be diligent. Please do not speak about the case, affirmative case in any.
Okay.
I can't be doing that in a public session.
Okay.
Anything else on the record today before I do that, Mr. Bloodworth?
A brief disclosure, Your Honor. Yesterday evening, Crystal Bowman Carter, who had testified, notified my office that she had
Right,
an
guys.
appointment.
How do I get rid of this? What is this thing? I don't know what window that is. YouTube, community, I don't know. Playback submitted. How do I close this? How do I close this window? Oh my God. All right, now I know how to do it. Oh, now I know how to do it. I did it. Okay. All right. Where are we going to go now? Judge designated courtroom seats for Richins family. All right, we're going to go back. What did we miss today? Guys, do you know if we missed anything you want to watch? Or no, you don't know? Let me know. If there's something you missed you wanted to see, let me know. But this is court. This is day 9. Where's day 10? I want to see day 10. Day 10. There's other cases I want to watch too. There's other cases I want to watch. Video live. Fatal friendship murder trial. See, what is that? Fatal friendship murder trial started a couple days ago. I want to see. Maybe I want to watch that now too. Come on, man. What's this one? What's 11? Is that 11 that girl? What time? Who's that? Digital forensic?
Call record, that raw data.
It would depend on what type of message it was. For an SMS.
Oh, so that's that.
Give me just 1 second, Your Honor.
Sure.
Grief author murder trial? What? Grief author murder trial?
So pre
Driscoll, I mean, I'll lay a lot of facts.
Clarified by docket 1555 and Ms. Nestor's email of this morning.
Siren's outside my
Let me
house.
get
Yeah,
there
you hear the
with
siren?
you, and I left
know where they
both
went.
of those items on my printer. I'll be right back. You can stay seated. Thank you.
some.
I don't know. I don't know. It's day 11. I'm trying to find out what they show on day 11.
Your Honor, there's a distinction between context.
Sir, why?
When was the last time before the night of the 3rd that you talked to Chelsea? Do you think it was the 2nd? And she says, I think it was the 2nd. And he says,
For her statement, it shows what the effect of Eric's statements on her problem was recovered. Carmen Lauber's motive.
It was all day.
She is being influenced by statements
all
of
day.
law enforcement. This makes it
Well, no, be fair to how the rule works. Somebody testifies on cross-examination, defendant makes a charge of recent fabrication, and then the proffering
Did the zombie
party
bet out?
has an opportunity to offer prior consistent statements to rebut the charge of recent fabrication. I hear you saying, no, they cannot offer the prior statements. They can only ask more questions.
they can offer them through the witness. They can say, is this your statement? And what if she says, I don't remember that? Okay, then they can refresh. What if she says, I don't remember that? Well, then it doesn't come in.
Okay. I think that's where maybe you and I differ on the way the rule works. Do you have any citation for law
Oh my
that says,
God.
unless the witness remembers, these don't come in?
Well, off the top of my head, I'd have to spend some time, but I would look at Rule 613 of the Utah Rules of Evidence that talks about, right? Well, this talks about prior inconsistent statements, but after the witness is given an opportunity to explain or deny the statement, an adverse party is given the opportunity to examine the witness about it. We don't know what she would have said. We don't know if she would have said, I mean, she may have very well said, no, I didn't feel influenced at all. And I don't have any opportunity to do that in this way. They can ask Detective O'Driscoll questions. We can cross-examine
Lab, what's up,
Detective
Lab? How you
O'Driscoll,
doing?
and the jury can make a determination of that. But by cherry-picking statements that they wanted Carmen Lauber to testify to, but didn't ask her, I think that's error.
It's not the cherry picking, it's the root, right?
Cherry picking.
Would have been to try and rehabilitate her on redirect, which would have then it's 366 witness can ask Detective O'Driscoll questions. We can cross-examine Detective O'Driscoll. I mean,
If she were on the stand, the cherry picking would not be a
absolutely.
problem.
They could have, because then I could have gone back and pulled out other statements.
I think we're agreeing. Okay. All right. All right. I take your argument seriously. Mr. Bloodworth, I'm going to have to take a look at this real quick. I understand this to be a threshold issue with respect to Detective O'Driscoll. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further at this moment?
It took too long. Wait, hold on. I want to see how they walked away.
Can we have 5 minutes?
Of course. Just so I'm clear, we'll take 5 minutes for you to confer with your team, and then you'll tell me whether this is a threshold issue that I need to decide before Detective O'Driscoll takes this.
Correct, Your Honor. It is now. That may change.
Okay, understood. We'll take a 5-minute recess. Thank you.
Oh my God. A 5-minute recess. It's been 10 minutes so far.
Prior consistent statement under 801D1B, it is categorically not hearsay and he can relate it. By the same token, it can come in through him.
The jury's been told they're to rely on their memory of witnesses if the
It does. And that does be that additional
Whole day.
parts of the
Well, that's a whole
transcript
day,
should be
3 hours.
shown to the jury. Is that right?
yes.
That is so slow. There's just no way this is going to work. There's no way we can edit the video.
I'm not tracking, Your Honor.
Each of these transcripts corresponds to a video of an interview, correct?
Correct.
The lab, what are you doing?
It would seem that watching and listening to the
How you
video
doing,
is
Lab?
more
What you doing,
efficient
Lab?
than
Not
reading
live
the
streaming?
transcript.
Oh, 100%, Your Honor. Based on the ruling right now, like 2 minutes ago, we have launched our video editor.
I agree, but they're not. They're just portions that are prior consistent statements. And so we'll invite the jury to come back.
Who's this guy? What are they doing first? Who's this guy?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Although the jury knows who you are, I'm going to have you state your name and spell your last name for the
Yes,
record, please.
It's Chris Kotradima,
Back to talk about a couple specific issues.
MOS.
Now, we brought you back to talk about a couple specific issues. We know from your prior testimony that when you reviewed data from Eric Richins' phone, specifically for February 14th, 2022,
Done?
you looked at the Verizon call records.
What were you?
Those included
What were you guys talking about on your channel today, Lab?
text messages.
They did.
And we entered this exhibit through your testimony last time, and we talked about this gap in activity from Eric Richins' phone. And so what you've just described conforms with the raw data. Is that right?
Yes.
And describe it again now that the jury can see the time frame we're talking about. If a call record or a text message MMS showed outgoing from Eric Richins' phone at 12:23 in the raw data, you confirmed that would have been 10:23 in Utah.
You had a call-in show with Dr. Gary?
How do you verify that?
Oh, really? That's cool. What kind of doctor is he?
So, one, just the knowledge and experience of knowing that that's how Verizon routes MMS messages. They use an Eastern time zone, which is consistent with their headquarters location. So to verify that, for time zones are very critical for analysts, obviously. So what you would do is if you have a source to look at the original text, and in this case we do, which would be Eric Richins' his phone extraction, his cell download, I would expect to see, based on the time difference, an outgoing MMS text at 10:23 a.m. versus 12:23 p.m. And I did find that there was an outgoing message at 10:23 a.m., an MMS message to that number, and it was a photo.
So essentially, through your analysis and changing the time zones as necessary, this exhibit is still accurate.
Yes.
Scott, if you could put up 3-39D, page 5, please, for the witness. This has previously been admitted.
Mm-hmm.
And you can publish it as
Forensic psychology specializes in serial killers and mass murders. Wow. He's a forensic psychologist and specializes in serial killers and mass murders. That's interesting. Wow.
And you can blow up one of those messages or.
Don't think you heard a lot.
So now that we're talking about time zones, describe for the jury how we get to the times that are listed in all of these text bubbles. And so that the jury knows all of the messages that we have entered have these timestamps on them.
They do, yes.
And how do we get to the time that is on there?
Okay, time zone issue again. Okay, so phone extractions from software are provided, those readable files are provided in UTC 0. So to determine local time of when those is software time.
The efficiency of the presentation of at a recess. Please do not speak about the case with anyone. Do not allow anyone to speak about it with you. Please do not watch, listen, or read.
Let me go to day 12. Day 11 is over right here, guys. Nothing really happened in day 11. It was arguments, there were discussions and stuff. Day 11. Did we do day 12 yet? Maybe we did 12. Day 12. Let's see. I saved your show with Dr. Gary for when I'm off to bed. I adore Dr. Gary. I love to listen when I have time. Oh, little Miss Sharp, that's nice of you. Why is my mouth so sensitive? Holy shit! I got a really soft, sensitive mouth.
To question Detective O'Driscoll about some of these other statements that would for this and say, are these 3 days?
More talking. Court's in recess already. Oh. Still in recess in court. Look. It's 3 hours in court, 3 hours in a day of court, and it's still in recess. Like, what happened? He finally came back.
Did you text him?
Who's going on the stand? Oh, that girl. This girl again? Did we already do this girl, or is it the second time? Guys, did you guys know if this is the second girl, the second time she tried to testify, or the first time she testified? Can't be the first time. We're on day 12. Look, that's that girl.
Ms. Lauber, if you would please step in front of Brittany, we'll get you sworn back in.
Sworn back in.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimonies and penalties of perjury? Thank you. Please have a seat.
Please have a seat. It's probably going to need to be a little closer. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sounds good. Mr. Bloodworth, please proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, ma'am. I understand the defense has some additional questions.
She's the one who got the drugs for, she's the one who got the drugs. She purchased the drugs. For the wife.
Ms. Lewis.
Good afternoon, Ms. Lauber.
Good afternoon.
Has anybody spoken to you about why you have been asked to come back today?
My lawyer told me I was getting recalled again today.
And were you told why you were being recalled?
No.
Okay. So nobody's talked to you about what we're going to go over?
No.
All right. I just have a few questions for you about your probation that you've been on since May of 2023 when you were released after all of your interviews with Detectives O'Driscoll and Detective Maynard. Okay.
When I was released from Wasatch County?
Yes. When you were released from Wasatch County Jail and then you were placed on probation.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on. Yes.
All right. All right. So when you were released, and I think we've already talked about, but just for some background, your probation was transferred to Summit County, right?
Yes.
And Detective Maynard became your probation officer.
Correct.
And you said that you texted him every day while on probation?
Yeah. Sometimes I'd forget a couple days.
Okay. But every day from then, like through today?
Yes.
Okay. Did you text him about everything about your probation, like your work hours and
yes.
Everything was through text?
Sometimes phone calls, but yeah, he had my work schedule through text, mostly texts.
Okay. And would those texts be available either on your phone or on his? Do you know?
They should be, yes.
Okay. All right. Now, when you were when you were released and you went on probation, you signed a paper acknowledging what your conditions on release would be, correct?
Yes.
And that, well, actually, Katie, can you pull up Defense Exhibit 3014 for the witness? Can you see that?
She
There's
will in
nothing
just a
there
moment.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, now it's there.
And do you recognize that as your conditions of probation that you signed and agreed to?
Yes.
All right, Your Honor, could we I'd move to admit 3014 and publish it?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
These are being admitted to show what Ms. Lauber understood, correct, Ms. Lewis?
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
Overruled. 3014 is admitted for the purpose of showing Ms. Lauber's understanding.
Okay, and you signed that paper agreeing you would follow those conditions. Is that true?
Correct.
Do you want me to publish these?
Oh, yes, I said that. Sorry. But since May of 23, I mean, you violated these conditions, true?
I don't recall what you mean by that.
Have you violated any of the conditions that you agreed to since you signed that paper?
Which one do you know?
You haven't violated any conditions?
The weapon one? Is that
I'm
what you're
sorry,
talking
what?
about? The weapon one? Is that the one you're talking about?
I'm asking you, did you violate the weapons condition?
If there was a weapon found in my room when they raided it, yes. If that's what you're meaning.
Was there a weapon found after you signed these conditions?
Yes.
So you violated that condition.
Yes.
All right. You also violated the alcohol condition, correct?
Poor lady.
If you're talking
Feel
about
bad for her.
where I went to a concert,
That's correct. That's what I'm talking about.
yes.
All right. So, and that was in November of 2023, correct?
I'm not sure. The day of the concert, I went with a bunch of friends.
Okay. Could we just show the witness Defense Exhibit 3010?
Where's selling?
And actually, you violated in October of 2023. Is that correct? Okay. I'm sorry. So October of 2023, you violated your alcohol condition, true?
I went there with a bunch of friends, and my buddy who bought me the ticket, I asked him if I could pay him back. He said, no, you could just buy the drinks and snacks.
All right. And you drank the drinks also?
No, I did not.
Well, so you were seen at the concert by a detective from the Summit County Police Force,
With
correct?
buying them, yes, correct.
And you had alcohol in your hand, correct?
Correct.
And afterwards, he contacted you, correct?
Maynard did, I believe. I don't
Okay.
think-
It was
I don't think-
Detective Maynard contacted you.
Yeah, I don't think this detective did.
And you admitted to him that you drank the alcohol, correct?
I had told him I was there with it, yes.
You said you consumed it.
No, I did not. I don't recall telling him I consumed it, no. I had bought the snacks and beverages for,
Would you look at what's in front of, actually, Your Honor, can we just publish this now? I beg to admit. for
Objection, Your Honor.
purposes.
I think.
Stop.
Hearsay?
Hearsay, yes.
Sustained.
All right, I want you to take a look with the line that is,
Can't read it.
thank you, highlighted. I was going to count it. The line that is highlighted,
yes, I see it.
And what does that refresh your recollection as to what you told Detective Maynard?
No, I don't recall, but if it's there, I guess so.
So you did tell Detective Maynard you actually drank alcohol, correct?
I don't recall, but if it's there, I guess so.
Okay. So if Detective Maynard said that you admitted that to him, that's true.
Yes, yeah,
All right.
he said that, yes.
And in fact, you also violated your curfew too, correct? You had a curfew, isn't that true? Let me back up. You had a curfew, correct?
Yes,
You had to be home every night by 9 p.m.
yes.
And you violated that also when you went to the concert, correct?
I don't recall if I stayed the whole concert. I did not stay the whole concert. I left early.
So
I was home at 9 o'clock, probably not exactly at 9.
So you don't admit that you violated your curfew.
Yes, I do.
You did violate your curfew.
Yes, but I said I did not stay the whole concert.
Okay. So the reason that you were discovered in violation is because an officer saw you, correct?
Correct.
Or no one would have ever known, correct?
I'm not too sure. I had an ankle monitor on. They would know where I was at.
But they wouldn't know you were drinking.
No.
No. Okay. So you just happened to be caught on this occasion, correct?
Correct.
All right. So then in February of 2024, you wrote a letter to Judge Mabee, who was over your drug court, correct?
I don't recall.
Okay. Could you show Exhibit 3012? Thank you. Take a look at that and tell me if that is the letter that you sent to Judge Mabee. Do you remember? That letter now, Ms. Lover?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'd move to admit Exhibit 3012 and publish it.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
It's not.
Are we admitting you for the truth?
I mean, it's her statement. She can be questioned about it.
So question her.
Yes.
Sustain. If you're admitting for the truth, it's hearsay.
All right. All right. In this letter, you were asking for permission to go visit your boyfriend in Las Vegas once a month, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in this letter, you said that, actually, Your Honor, could we approach 1 second?
Of course.
Oh my God, give me a break, man. What the fuck? Give me a rest.
You
man.
were writing to ask for permission to go.
Oh,
Could you take that down, Katie? I'm sorry.
I've got it.
5-4.
To go to Vegas once a month, correct?
Yes.
And in that letter in February of 24, you said that you have been in 100% full compliance with everything asked of me. So I should be allowed to do this, correct?
Yes.
But that wasn't true.
Another
Right.
poll?
Yes.
You
No.
already
Yes.
do a poll on that, Brian?
Yes and no.
It was not. It wasn't
yes.
true that you'd been in
No.
100% compliance. So
No.
what you represented to Judge Mabee in order to get to do something you wanted to do, wasn't correct, right?
Correct.
It was an untrue statement.
Yes.
All right. If I could just have one moment. Your Honor, that's all we have.
Oh my God, that's it? What?
Ms. Lauber, you just testified to a gun. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Was that the gun that detectives seized when executing a warrant on your home on April the 26th, 2023?
Correct.
And then you entered into the probation agreement about a month later on May the 18th, 2023?
I'm not sure exactly the date, but
But it's in evidence. Thank you.
yes.
Ms. Lewis, may we allow this witness to step down?
Yes, we may.
Are we releasing this witness?
No, we would ask that she just be, the subpoena remain in effect,
Okay.
but she may leave now. Yes.
So Ms. Larver, to be clear, like the last time, you're free to go, but you're still subject to subpoena. You may be called back. Because of that possibility, I need you to not read, watch, or listen to any coverage of this case of any kind.
Okay.
And do not talk to anybody about your testimony.
Okay.
Okay, very good. You're free to go.
All right. Thank you.
One more time, sir. What is your name?
Detective Jeff O'Driscoll, O''DRISCOLL.
And what, sir, do you do for a living?
I'm a narcotics and major crimes detective for the Summit County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you been with the sheriff's office?
10 years.
And big in that bottom portion, please. What's the headline here, detective?
It's just the contents of who the results are being sent to, and then it says no records found for Eric Eugene Richins with his date of birth and the time frame that they searched.
So what does that mean for your investigation?
It means that Eric wasn't prescribed any prescription controlled substances during that time frame.
Oh, no more time. No more texting. No more texting. I'm done with reading text. Oh, no, go. Everybody can read on their own. I like to laugh and whisper, that's why. Oh my God. I'm getting food.
Help children deal with the loss of a parent.
Yes, I am.
How did you first come familiar with it?
Your Honor, we just want to renew our previous objections to this line of questioning.
Consider those.
They're setting up her segment on TV. That's what they're doing here, the segment for a TV show. I want to fast forward. It's boring. He's gonna talk for 2 hours. He's gonna talk for 3
Is
hours.
this an accurate depiction?
Go back here.
And on the grounds that it is calling for speculation.
Overrule. Good.
Your Honor, can I just make 8-58, D for demonstrative, R for redacted, DR.
8-58DR.
That's because he didn't deserve it. Like, it's just not me. Like, I can tell you, I affected people's lives by selling dope.
Right.
Okay, I affected my own life by doing dope.
What I'm getting at.
No, whether it was intentionally, whether he had a bad problem, or whether he was hurt, I don't know.
Mhm.
But either way, it was done purposely. He didn't deserve that.
Totally
I
agree.
don't know that for sure because I don't know the personal situation.
Totally agreed.
I would never do that ever to anybody.
I'm saying that we're gonna need you to really settle down and maybe even take
I'm
a pad and paper.
Even if I get
and try to
out
write out
tomorrow, whatever, if we meet again, I can go.
Well, we're gonna talk about that too.
If I need to go through whatever I need to go through and figure it out.
But you know what I'm saying? These details that you're giving us are kind of hazy.
That's because it's to me.
It's common for people to try to kind of minimize their own involvement, but we're not interested in smacking you with this. But this, at the end of the day, it was the reason we're here. This is a-
Like, I don't know if I
this
should
is a
reach out to
homicide
Susan Kohler and say, hey, do you know about approximately the time when I got those pills from you? I don't know if she's going to.
Probably not a good idea. But I'm just saying.
That's
we
the
need you
witness.
to kind of settle down and think about.
I'll just let go.
timelines. Because we understand that you weren't a part of, conspiring with
Yeah.
Kouri. That the details.
Miss Lauber, that's Miss Lauber.
Talking about are gonna be important.
Right.
It's a homicide investigation.
Oh, that's not good word.
Yeah, it is.
That is.
It's something that like none of us are used to, right? We don't do it that often. It's pretty crazy for us too.
Yeah.
Not just you to think about, like,
Ashley,
it's crazy.
how you doing, Ashley?
So right now, we're in a good place to where we've got the information that we were hoping you had and needed from you, right? But there's a difference between us knowing and understanding what happened and us being able to present that to prosecutors who have to present it to a courtroom, who have to present it to a
That's weird. That's weird. That's weird that happened,
that
Ashley.
has to be way more detailed.
Yeah, I've been
down
live
the
streaming
line
for an hour and 48 minutes
of the
now.
process.
Right.
Okay, so that's what we need your help with at this point, is nailing down all those details. And like Eric said, if that means we have you fill out something in writing and, oh shoot, that's not how it happened, scratch it out, rewrite it, whatever you
I'm
need to
alive.
do, right? Write down something as far as you remember it right now, and then we can work on the details as we continue to talk about it, as we check phone records, as we, do all of our part, our side to corroborate what you're saying, right?
Yeah, at least we noticed.
And I think a good starting point for that is a written statement. For you to sit down and write out what you told us in the best order that you can remember.
And I'm like, hey, right now, everything I just told you, I probably won't remember what order I told you in.
It's okay. And that's fine, because you know what? We want to make sure we get the right story.
Yeah.
And so the way you're remembering it is all you can give us. You can't make something up that you don't remember, right?
Right.
So just tell us.
That's why I'm like, I can't remember.
Even if it's like, I remember it was cold outside, I remember there was.
Like I said, I remembered there was, because it was very light stone, like I said. It wasn't something that I had to wear boots in or anything.
When does the time change now? When did we go?
March or April.
Is it March 15th?
Yeah.
So,
It was dark, because I had to, because I didn't even know where this house was. So I had to use Google
so what
Maps.
time of the day was it? I mean, if it was dark.
It was towards the
5:30,
evening.
So afternoonish evening?
No. It was darker because I had to use the light on the car.
So the fire pit or?
Mm-hmm. So I had to pull into the driveway and pull the light onto the fire pit, like.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's say this is the house, and if I'm coming that way, and I know I turned right, came down the street, I was right there, and I pulled into the driveway, the slant, and there was just it wasn't a big fire pit, like, it was a tiny fire pit, it wasn't like, probably, those white cinder blocks, not cinder blocks, but the white flat rocks that people do.
Yeah.
It wasn't big, it wasn't a big deep one.
A shallow one.
Real, yeah. Like, I want to say there was like maybe 2 or 3 on top, and that was it. It wasn't even a complete one.
And what was the money packaged in? Didn't just leave it loose? Did it have a rubber band around it? Was it a bag? Envelope? Was the envelope marked with like a bank or just like a plain white envelope?
Just a plain white one, I believe. It didn't have nobody's name, didn't have nothing on it. It was just up against. Like in the fire.
So I have a question, thinking about all your communications with Kouri. You know
Eric,
how
can we
text
pause it for
messages
just one
say-
moment?
Sure. Ms. Lewis, if you'd approach.
Oh my God. Fast forward.
Scott, please proceed.
On the phone, maybe in a cloud, maybe anything like that.
I wouldn't even know how to operate a cloud.
Okay. Would it be in your phone? Is it your phone?
I have no idea.
Right.
You guys have all my phones, I have.
But did you erase
I mean, that's what I was told.
That's why I asked you about them being deleted, because.
I don't know,
you
look
can see
at
on
the
your phone.
I mean, you guys
Yeah.
are.
I think that's a fair question, Carmen, and we're getting down to the brass tacks of this, and so I feel like we owe it to you to kind of start talking to you about what we do know. What we do know is within a day or two after Eric died, we got a new phone. Okay,
I think that's because that one died.
possibly. We also know that there are texts between you and Kouri that were deleted. I get it, I delete them too. Again, we're not looking to put new charges on you, but we're getting down to that area. We're gonna need to be more open and honest with each other, because there's things that we're talking to you about that conflict with some evidence that we have to an extent. And again, I'm not here to beat you over the head with it. As a cooperating witness, that information is actually really good for you. And frankly, there's now a good time to kind of talk to her about the conversation I had with Kay. So here's where it's at with McKay and your drug court, okay? They are looking for, and it's gonna be upsetting, but let me finish. They're looking to pull your drug court deal and ask for 7 years on your 2 first. 5 years for the one felony, and then a 40% portion for the second, for 7 years. The only exception to that, and the only thing that they're willing to kind of help you out with, is if you can help us out with this.
And by so, he means like, give us the details that will ensure Kouri gets convicted of murder.
Oh my God.
This is a serious case.
Oh,
and I'm not-
that is way more of my.
I know, and listen,
Don't freak out, okay, because this is a long process.
and this is a good thing, and this is good news for you. So there's one more consideration that McKay has. Can you that?
No, go.
And this is kind of funny because,
It's nothing funny
well,
about
this
it.
second part is, it looks like you guys figured out how and when people were gonna test, looking at your text messages, you and Von Savage.
We just know.
And that's fucking awesome. I wanna know how you did it. Are you tracking with me, what I'm saying?
I'm
We,
catching what you're throwing, believe me.
we need hard details, that there's no more
I'm
screwing
going
around.
to do whatever because I've struggled so hard to get you where I'm at.
That's great motivation.
And I literally want to complete drug court and I want to move out of state. I want to leave all this behind,
Oh, that's the only way you get.
my
people out
past.
of your life.
Like, I don't want no ties with nobody. I want to change my phone number. Me and Troy were talking about it. Like, completion of drug court, my
Mr.
sister
Las
had
Vegas,
it.
Troy.
Don't call. Yeah, I told him you call him that, he laughed. I said, they don't even know it's Mr. Vegas.
I think that's what you need to do, Carmen.
Even my daughter's
Get out of here and start
on.
over.
And he's an amazing person. Like, I've never had someone that came in my life. Like,
That's a good thing.
I'm willing, like, day of graduation, I want to be gone. Like, I want to leave Heidi's house. I want talk to nobody in my life. I don't.
We have some hurdles here.
And that's why I said, I no longer want to work for the Kouri. Kouri. I don't want, I want to do what I can help do, what needs to be done to fix this.
Well, I feel like that as you were telling us that, you know, there was some talk about, can you get what MJ had, and it was kind of very superficial. Can you retell that story with all the detail you can remember?
I really can't, like, I just remember, I don't even know if it was, because like I said, I can barely remember some of it because it was so long ago. But I want to say it was the Michael Jackson, and I said,
So tell me how that conversation would be structured. She sends you a text and she tells you,
I want to say maybe she did say that.
She said, can you get,
She said it was the Michael Jackson thing, that I know because
And so tell me how that would have been said. Because I didn't know Michael Jackson died of.
I didn't know he did either, like I said.
I knew it was drug overdose, but like not specifically fentanyl.
Was it?
I looked it up.
Look it up, because I'm curious too, but,
So the thought was insinuated that she wanted you to get something that somebody could die from.
I know one thing, that when we got the one, it wasn't dark enough. I don't even know how fentanyl really goes.
so there was a couple of, there was
There was
several
one,
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
I can see it in your face.
Several transactions.
So I wanted, so confusing, but, okay. So I want to say when she asked, but like I said, oh, I can't remember when this thing.
We'll give you all the time in the world that you need to think and remember, Carmen, but
But it's
I just want you,
so
I want you to know that if you're gonna work with us here. in
It
order
would
for you
be
to
so easier if
credible-
you had like pieces that we can, like blueprint.
Here's
Yeah.
the biggest piece.
I don't want to be that big.
Well, the good news is that big piece helps you out
And
tremendously.
that's what, like I said,
You hold all the
I
cards.
love Eric. He was a damn good dude and he didn't deserve it. It was done intentionally. He did not deserve it.
We believe you, and that's why we're here working on what your get out of jail free card looks like, based on this information. But there's 3 little boys that don't have a dad. There's a family that doesn't have a brother. You know,
But when I get that,
Kouri's at with the deal, but
so like you guys said, she's living her life right now and that everybody else is fucking suffering. Like them,
that's
little
what
boys
it appears.
love their daddy.
I'm sure they did.
I mean, I've seen it. Eric was their, that was his prioritization, them boys were his everything. And people complain about he was gone all the time, where he worked so much, but you know what? At the end of the night, when he come in, them boys were there. And he was, like I said, that it weighed heavy on me.
What? So we need to start getting this on paper. What's gonna happen tomorrow with your OSC hearing? You're gonna appear for it, and McKay's just gonna say that he's not prepared to speak to it to get us a day or 2.
Okay.
So we're gonna come back tomorrow.
So can we get it cleared up this week?
I think we can get it cleared up as far as our end of it, as quickly as we can get a timeline down. I know this is exhausting. I'm concerned about sending paperwork back with you and your cell, because then everybody's gonna be like, what's that?
Yeah, can you guys just write it and I sign it?
Oh, no, maybe it'll work that way. You know what I'm saying? Because this is gonna have to be your testimony.
Do I have to go to court? Well, that's what I just don't want to do.
Detective, there's several references in that video to McKay. Who is McKay?
McKay King is a prosecutor with the Wasatch County Attorney's Office.
And he was the prosecutor of the drug court.
I believe so. He's the prosecutor that we talked to and dealt with.
Talked to in terms of getting immunity.
Correct.
There's one more statement that defense counsel picked out. And that was that Detective Maynard said, the goal is to convict Kouri of aggravated murder. Do you recall the context for that statement?
Yes. Detective Maynard was speaking with Carmen about the possibility of having to appear before a grand jury. And he again was explaining to her that process and how that works and the details that they needed for that court hearing, as well as an investigation. And he was trying to convey to her the level of detail that they needed.
Scott, can I get exhibit 8-62 Delta Romeo, please?
Jenny Ham Sandwich, how you doing, Jenny? Nice to see you.
Is this an accurate depiction of the May 12th, 2023 interview?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, the state moves to publish 8-62DR.
Previous objections, Your Honor, that have been ruled
Okay,
on.
listen to my screen, guys.
States 8-62DR is admitted and published.
And this is serious shit, but that's more up the chain serious shit. Like to the highest extreme, I think.
Well, but here's the thing, you cooperated. At the end of the day, Everybody is on the same page. The goal is to convict Kouri for an aggravated murder. These parallel drug investigations, those aren't priority.
Right.
That shit goes on every day, everywhere. That's not what we're here for.
Right. I was just thinking though, that made it.
Well, that's why I had to clear this up, because I'm not gonna give you an empty promise that
Right.
if it's bullshit, I'm not gonna say it.
So do I have to go down there Wednesday?
So yes, that's something totally different than all of this. That is basically formalizing your testimony. This is street cop level in an interview room, right? That's where it's formalized with the grand jury.
But then they can't come back on me, right?
No, they're not gonna charge you.
With nothing?
No.
Okay.
Detective, did you arrest Kouri Richins on May the 8th, 2023 pursuant to an arrest warrant?
Yes, I did.
That same day, did detectives execute a search warrant on the Willow Court home?
Yes, the Richins home.
Were Kouri Richins and her sons living at the home at that time?
They were living there, but we planned the execution of our search warrant intentionally to avoid the boys being home, so we waited till after they went to school.
When detectives executed that warrant, did they recover an orange notebook from a nightstand in the master bedroom on Kouri Richins' side of the bed?
Yes.
Scott Exhibit 2-66, please. Can you just scroll through that real quick?
This girl's going to jail. There's no way in hell she's getting away with this. No way in hell. Impossible. You got too much evidence.
Connor, can I speak to Mr. Bloodworth for a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
Orange notebook. Is this an accurate depiction of a portion of that orange notebook?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, the state
I'm glad you agree,
moves to admit and publish 2-66R.
We renew all our previous objections that have been rolled on by the court already, Your Honor.
Understood. 2-66R is admitted.
I am a
And
dream.
published.
Yes, you were my dream, Jenny. Another letter. Oh no. The day started out of the typical day. Ashton had a dentist appointment that morning to get a filling put in for his tract cavity. After the dentist, we had headed back home to Ashton could stay home with Weston. A Bailey while I went to do my weekly volunteering at the school. That afternoon, leaving, I made dinner. We all ate as usual and ended the night like any other evening. Around 8:30 p.m., I read the kids some books, and about 9 p.m., I fell asleep into bed. Eric had been in his phone most of the time. It was evening in a texting war with a hunting guide from Mexico and a few other people trying to get his horns back to us. Around 9 p.m. or 9:15, I don't know, p.m. a.m. He was screaming mad at these guys and threw his phone at the point. He said, "Let's go have a celebration drink." The following day, I was closing in on a huge investment home in Midway. I had been working on this deal for 4 months, and closing the day was finally here. And Eric and I were going to toast for the closing. We went into the kitchen and both started grabbing ingredients for a mosaic mule, and learn and what? And something drop shot. He was going on. Where was I? Oh gosh! Wait, where was I? I always lose my spot. He was going on and on about these guys in Mexico and was so mad about the entire situation. We finished talking and made our way back to our room and brushed our teeth. As we both climbed in bed, we could hear Ashton moaning and tossing and turning. He was having nightmares again. I told Eric I would go to sleep with him and try to calm him down. We kissed, I love you, and good night. And I went into the Ashton's room and laid with him. 30 minutes later, I could hear Eric snoring, and I finally fell asleep. Yeah, sure. March 4, 2022. You gotta believe it. I woke up from sleeping with Ashton and went to crawl back in my bed. It was dark and awkwardly quiet. I could see Eric snores more than not, so I thought I was weird. I crawled into bed and went into Eric's side of the bed and put my arm over him. He was cold, very cold, so I pulled the blanket up on him, but his body felt so cold, strange to me. It was the only word I can think to describe it. Dolly. Here we are. So I made a nudge him and said, Eric, nothing. I kept judging him while just remembering the situation of his body. I jumped out of bed and ran to turn the lights on. He was pale yellow, mouth orange, or mouth open, and something came over me like this. Was it or something? I don't know. This was it. Good. Grabbed my phone, called 911, ran up to Eric, see if he was breathing or had his pulse, but no. But he didn't panic. Had sunk in as well. Talking to the dispatch, she had me pull Eric to the floor to do CPR. As much as I didn't want him basically falling on the ground, I pulled him as hard as I could to get him down and began CPR. Until the EMT arrived, they immediately took over. Getting out of the finger question, worst part of it all was when they were pumping his lungs, and blood was wasn't everywhere. It's like a replay of my body. Oh. The EMT immediately took over, getting out of the fiber. Started compressions. The worst part of it all was when they were pumping his lungs and blood went everywhere, like a replay in my head, and it want to go away. I began screaming at the EMTs that weren't doing it right. He shouldn't be bleeding. How would I really know what is right and wrong? I have no idea. I screamed, cried, and just sat in the corner of the room by my dresser, rocking back and forth and praying this was a dream, fading in and out of the moment, hoping to go back to the night. It was a rough night. Wait a minute, what? Before we were laughing, kissing, and saying goodnight. The EMT finally asked me to leave the room. He could see I was visibly upset and couldn't function. He took me to the living room and had me sit down. I couldn't. I paced back and forth until the officer came out and asked me what. Yo, J.W. Burris, thank you very much for your 67 months of membership. Wow. 67 month membership? Wow. I don't know you were a member for I forgot you. Did you change your name? J.W.C. Burris. Who are you? That name doesn't sound familiar. What? Did you have another name before J.W.? There was somebody I would like to call my mom back, but I finally picked up and told her they can't quit. The ambulance was here. Something is wrong with Eric. I was upset and crying still. I hung up and still paced back and forth until I finally just dropped to my knees praying this wasn't happening. At that point, the head EMT waved in to tell me he didn't make it. We did and we could do. We did all we could do. I lost it. Immediately ran to the bathroom and began throwing up. During all of this, when my kids had woken up and I had quickly yelled for them to stay in their room, they knew something was up. They saw the ambulances and cop cars for what had seen hours out of this point. Could feel their fear throwing through the walls, but yet didn't have the courage to dare declare, see them, or talk to them. At this point, I was cured up around the toilet when my mom walked with the EMT lady. I could tell. Where was I? I just lost my. I don't know. I was carried around the corner. She clearly knew he was gone. The EMT told her I was just distraught, so we couldn't even speak. She just started. Getting bored. All right, last part. Let's go. I love you. Good night. I went and slept with Ashton, and that was it. It just didn't make any sense. I told them EMT they needed to call my father-in-law. They followed my phone for me, and I did. I just said something was wrong with Eric. He needed to come home real quick. I told him the ambulance was here, but wasn't breathing. The odd thing about when I had to call Gene, it was just about 3:45 to 4 a.m. By this time, he had sounded so perky on the what? By this time, he had sounded so perky on the hello when he answered, almost like he was expecting my call. It was very strange. Okay. That didn't mean he killed him. YouTube made a change on its own. Why? Why did YouTube make a change on its own? Oh my God, more? More? What the hell are they talking about here? March 7th, picked up truck. March 12th, Odie cleared the gate garage. March 14th, Cody took computers. March 4th, Eric passed away. March 5th, friends Bryce, Chelsea, and all Brian, and all BR, Romney, Amy. Sleepover, had few drinks, and reminisced. We laughed, we cried, we danced all night. Yeah, the DANC danced all night. Earlier in the afternoon, Katie mentioned by something folder and was, if I knew where it was, I didn't know where it was. I can't really read this. Not clear. Amy tried to stay up from opening it, and the corpse were cold. March 8th, murder with funeral home signed. March 11th, funeral. March 22nd, Kouri's staff counseling. March 8th. No, March 26th, boys started counseling. April 11th, Detective Woody called and asked to talk on the 12th or the 13th. Sky told me to tell her the 14th. April 13th, search was on the house. April 28th, filed first complaint. The trust for the house. May 3rd, filed for partial summary judgment. January 10th. Oh my God, not in January? Almost a whole year. Woody calls interview January 12th. Something for an interview. I don't know. Oh, I can't go. This is going on. Twitter, find out whoever has been counseling.
Detective O'Driscoll did.
Holy shit, forget it.
Detectives also execute a search warrant at the Willow Court home on November the 7th, 2024.
Yes.
Scott, Exhibit 2-65, please. Is this an accurate depiction, a document recovered from the kitchen cabinet of the home pursuant to that search warrant?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, the state moves to admit and publish.
Why, Cat Randall? Why are you being freaked out by me using Kate's blue picture? Are you like a dumbass? Why are you freaked out about that, Cat Randall? Don't be fucking stupid, okay? She's fucking dead. Have some respect, Cat Randall. Swear, you're like a dumbass motherfucker. I swear to God.
2-
Have respect for the dead, bro. Fuck, man. Why don't you put her picture on your fucking icon? Show respect. Instead of that stupid fucking cat you have there. Fucking gay cat. Get that fucking gay cat out of there and put her picture there. She's dead. She was my fucking acquaintance and friend. Have some respect, man. The stupid fucking cat you got there. Why the fuck you got a cat? Dumb.
65.
No objection.
2-65 is admitted.
Fucking cat. Look at this fucking thing. Cat.
Kouri and Eric Richins exchange text messages regarding the Midway Mansion.
Yes.
I'm going to email him. Rich and Siri at hotmail.com. Rich and Seric.
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, the state moves to admit and publish 2-
People that are not Kouri Richins, you cannot consider their statements for the truth of what they say. You can only consider their statements.
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, the state moves to admit and publish 2-71R.
No objection.
2-71R is admitted and published.
I mean, what is this? Did Eric ever talk about suicide? No suicide. Not suicide specifically, but he would always say things like, if anything ever happens to me, you guys will be set for life. Like when he would go hunting or snowmobiling, that kind of thing. Little Miss Sharon, how you doing? Thank you very much for your donation, Little Miss Sharon. You already know. Let's go, baby. Run that shit. Yeah. Thank you for your membership, girl. You feel fresh and clean, Little Miss Sharon. Fresh, so clean. Thank you very much, Little Miss Sharon.
Thanks, Scott. Can I get 2-72R? Detective, is this an accurate depiction of a May 23rd, 2023 text exchange between Kouri Richins and her mother, Lisa Darden?
The date I'm seeing is May 31st.
Sorry, May 31st.
But yes, between Miss Richins and Lisa Darden.
Your Honor, the state moves to admit and publish 5-72R.
No objection.
5-72R admitted.
I gotta pee.
It's 5 or 2, I'm sorry.
Sorry, 2.
2.
2-72R, yes.
That's sorry about that.
Yeah, I can pee. Right back on the bathroom, guys. Sorry. Oh.
Detective, I'd like to turn now to some phone calls. Scott, can I get 2-76 and 2-76T?
One second, detective. The detective can see 2-76T.
Your Honor, 2-76 on the left side is an audio recording, so there's nothing to see.
Okay.
Is this an accurate transcription and audio recording of an August 22, 2023 phone call between Kouri Richins and Lisa Darden?
The transcript is does represent that, yes. I don't have the audio recording, but the transcript is accurate.
Your Honor, the state moves to admit and publish 2-76 and 2-76T.
If we could just have the instruction on the other speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, during this telephone conversation, you will hear the voice of Kouri Richins. You will also hear the voice of people that are not Kouri Richins. You can consider and accept the statements made by Kouri Richins for their truth or for any purpose. The people that are not Kouri Richins, you cannot consider their statements for the truth of what they say. You can only consider their statements for the effect they have upon the listener, Kouri Richins.
Everybody vote.
2-76 and 2-76T.
Everybody vote. Do you think Kouri Richins is guilty or not guilty? Everybody's saying guilty so far. Everybody vote.
Pick up the sandwiches from the diner. Are you asking me that? Yes. Oh, I did. I thought so. Okay, that's enough of that. And I said, no. I said, Ronnie, yes. And there was something about a love letter put on the seat of the truck with the sandwiches. I said, I don't think so, Ronnie. I never heard that. I said, I believe they were eating in the office. Yeah, supposedly you put a love letter on the seat of his truck with the sandwiches. No. Yeah, exactly. In the office? Yeah. So it's just bullshit. Yeah. He became deathly ill. Well, Bailey was there. Like, and that's what I put. Yep. That's what I put. God, they can come up with some wild shit. I told DJ, I was like, what do these people do? Just sit around a damn table and see if you can come up with the craziest fucking stories? Well, you know, it makes sense to them. They're saying I put a love note on a poison sandwich and put it in his car? What the hell? Yeah. God, look at this psycho. Here's a poison sandwich I give you. Here's a love note. On Valentine's Day. Like, what the fuck? Mom, huh?
What the fuck?
On the seat of his truck is what it said. What in the hell? Oh my God, they are nuts. And they're going to feel so stupid. And that's the thing, I feel like all of America, really. When people get up to actually testify and say, no, that is a lie, that did not happen. I was there. You can't compete with somebody who was actually there on your belief. Right. You know, so I'm just like, you know, and the stupid part is the freaking detectives, so just all those idiots, they know this. When they were at my house, I told them this. But they're going to you have through anyway. And I almost wonder if they didn't tell the prosecutor. So they're saying it was on, they're saying just a few days later, Valentine's Day, Kouri made Eric a sandwich and placed it on the seat of his truck along with the supposed love note. Oh my gosh, what the hell? And then the next question is, when Eric ate the sandwich, he immediately broke out in hives, had trouble breathing. He later told his friend he thought Kouri tried to poison him. They are being so fucking sad that you would go to this. Mm-hmm.
Lie.
And Austin was right. I did go back and look where they do start with, I believe. Well, I'm going to have a whole bunch of I believe today when Rick calls me. Well, exactly. And that's what I was like, well, you believe that I believe this. Yes. Exactly. Oh my gosh, they're ridiculous. So Ronnie said, what are you calling him? And I said, I'm not. He's supposed to call me today. I said, and then I want my question answered. I believe. I'll show you I believe. And he just sent me a text and asked me when I'm free today. But just sure as I said, go ahead and call. Ronnie's going to call back and we're not done.
Scott, can I please get 2-77 and 2-77T? Detective, is this an accurate depiction of a transcript of a second August 22nd, 2023 phone call between Kouri Richins and this time her brother, Ronnie, regarding Valentine's Day 2022?
Could Scott scroll through a couple of the pages just so I can verify?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, the state moves to admit and publish 2-77 and 2-77T.
Same instruction, Your Honor, but no objection.
As with the last audio recording and transcript, you may consider Kouri Richins after this conversation for the truth of the matter. You may not consider the statements made by people that are not Kouri Richins for the truth of the matter of what they say. You may only consider those people's statements for the effect they had upon Kouri Richins as the listener. The 2-77 and 2-77T are admitted.
Eric a sandwich and put a love note on it, and the sandwich was poison?
Oh my God, I know. I was like, no, the fuck, that did not happen. I was like, no, that didn't happen. Here's what happened. Nanny can testify. That's not, who fucking lived there. That's not what happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's not at all what happened. Where the fuck are you getting this bullshit?
Yeah, and like I even like have
No.
Like my bank statement and stuff showing that I bought lunch at Mirror Lake. Like I didn't make any fucking.
Yeah, I know. I was like, no. These sandwiches are bought from a restaurant from a diner up the road. Receipts to prove it. This shit didn't happen. They're working in the office, and Nanny's there to testify that all of this is true, and everything they just said is complete horseshit.
What the horse
Detective,
shit?
are you familiar with what is known as the walk the dog letter?
Yes, I am.
Scott, Exhibit 2-86R, please. If you could scroll through that for the detective.
Two dash. I'm reading it. I'm sorry. 86R.
Detective, is this an accurate depiction of a 6-page letter to Lisa Darden written on either September 12th or 13th, 2023, that investigators recovered on September the 14th, 2023, from a book that was among Kouri Richins' personal possessions?
Pause for 1 moment.
Your Honor, I object. I think there needs to be a foundation laid of if whether or not it's to her mother.
Please approach.
Okay.
Please approach. All right, fast forward.
Is this an accurate depiction of a 6-page letter to Lisa Darden written on either September the 12th or 13th, 2023, that investigators recovered on September the 14th, 2023, from a book that was among Kouri Richins' personal possessions?
This is that letter. It has redactions, but yes, this is that letter.
Your Honor, the state moves to admit and publish 2-86R.
Just renew the previous objections the court's already ruled upon.
Okay. 2-86R is admitted and published.
Detective O'Driscoll, can you please, starting at the top where it says page 1, read this letter aloud?
Page 1, walk the dog, but take vague notes so you remember. Here is what I'm thinking, but you have to talk to Ronnie. He would probably have to testify to this, but it's super short, not a lot to it. He will need to tell Sky at the meeting next week. Upon information and belief, just like they say, a year prior to Eric's death, Ronnie was over watching football one Sunday, and Eric and Ronnie were chatting about Eric's Mexico trips. Eric told Ronnie he gets pain pills and fentanyl from Mexico from the workers at the ranch. Not to tell me because I would get mad, because I always said he just gets high every night and won't help take care of the kids. There are pictures in my phone of Eric passed out on the floor or in the chair. Ronnie should have texts from Eric talking about getting high as well. Eric told Ronnie he keeps them in an allergy pill bottle in his work truck, so I wouldn't find them. Ronnie never told me about the conversation. Eric finally told me and asked if Carmen could get him some.
Wow, we're actually reading
Eric
it.
never wanted anyone
I'm shocked that they're reading it.
to know he had an issue, especially get caught. He always wanted Kouri to go down for him. When they traveled, Eric would put his drugs in Kouri's bag at the airlines right before they boarded. That way, if they were caught, Kouri got in trouble, not him. Once they got to wherever they were going, Eric would pull the drugs out of her bag and it would cause a huge fight. She was pissed he would risk her going to jail for his drug use. He just would laugh about it. Eric couldn't ruin his image that he had drug issues, so he would do whatever he had to. Kouri has never done any type of pills, didn't like them. Rarely would she consume THC, only if Eric begged her because it was a special occasion. Reword this however he needs to make the point, just include it all. The connection has to be made with Mexico and drugs. Ronnie will have the messages to prove Eric confided in him about getting high. It can be short and to the point, but has to be done. Upon information and belief, LOL. They never found pain pills or fentanyl in my house because he hid it in allergy bottle in work truck, and Cody emptied out work truck within a week, so they were never found. When you talk to Ronnie about this, meet up with him in person. I worry sometimes your house and phone are bugged. Maybe drive down to SL and meet him after work without Bree. Tell Ronnie, don't overanalyze it. It was a quick 2-minute conversation, LOL. Tell him I need him to do this. Bring me home and then we will get those damn bitches. Also, please text Lotto or call. Tell him do not text me anything about us doing things together ever. like church, skiing, trips, nothing that puts us together. It doesn't look good. We're so close to the end. Let's push through. Have the conversation with Ronnie before he meets with Sky. Then tell him to tell Sky at the meeting about the conversation. Hang in there. We're almost there. Love you to the moon. Take vague notes of all this so you remember before you walk the dog.
Detective, does Sky in that letter refer to Sky Lazaro, Kouri Richins, former defense counsel?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Nestor, please.
Thank you. Let's jump right back into that letter since we're on it while it's fresh on our memory. It's Exhibit 286 for the record.
You want me to put it back up?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
There you go.
Thank you so much. All right, so this letter that you just read aloud, do you know the date that it was written?
I believe it was September either 12th or 13th.
Okay. And in this letter, the very beginning letter tells, I guess if it's her mother that she's addressing it to, if that's what you say, that to remind Ronnie to tell Sky this story, correct?
What part are you referencing?
The story about what Eric told him about getting fentanyl from Mexico.
There is a part that says tell Sky at the meeting next week.
Okay. So it looks like there's about to be a meeting with her lawyer, Sky, right?
I have no idea if that happened or if that was about to happen.
Okay, well, that's what it says.
It says at the meeting next week.
All right. So there's a meeting coming up with the lawyer, and Kouri is relaying something that Ronnie had known from the past, and something that occurred between him and Eric in the past, right? When they were watching a football game.
You pause for a moment. Go ahead, Mr.
Objection, I found foundation.
Sustained.
Okay, let's blow it up. We're going to get very particular. All right. A year prior to Eric's death, Ronnie was over watching football one Sunday, and then she tells a story about something that Eric allegedly told Ronnie, right? And just by the way, if you could go up just a little bit above that.
Wait for the answer.
Wait, before let me rephrase. Katie, if you could go back up to he will need to tell Sky at the meeting next week, just start right there and then highlight. And then thank you. I'll rephrase.
You're withdrawing that question?
Yes, sir, I am.
Understood.
So he's going to need to tell Sky next week about a year prior to his death, something Eric told Ronnie, allegedly, right? About his trips to Mexico.
Your Honor, there's no question there.
It ended in a question mark.
Thank you, Your Honor. Right?
It includes the word allegedly.
Yes. Right?
Hold on. Any other objection?
Your Honor, perhaps you could just re-ask it again.
Sure. One more time, Ms. Nestor.
In the letter, because you said you weren't sure, so we're looking right at the letter. In the letter, she says at a meeting with Sky next week, and she talks about Ronnie telling a story about a year prior to Eric's death, Ronnie being over watching football one Sunday and talking to him about his trips to Mexico, right?
That's what the document says.
Okay. As the chief investigator of this case, did you ever go to Ronnie and say, hey, did this happen?
I believe investigators reached out to Ronnie. I don't think it was me, but I believe one of the other investigators reached out to Ronnie for interview and were not able to talk to him.
So the answer is you were never able to confirm or deny with Ronnie whether this actually happened.
I was not.
Okay, let's go to the next page. Then she tells a story about Eric putting drugs in her bag at the airlines right before they board. You see that? Can you highlight it, please, Katie? Now, that story has been verified by Allie Staking, her friend that testified before this jury, correct?
Objection, Your Honor, foundation.
Have you been sitting in this?
The objection's overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor. Is that right?
Could you rephrase the question?
That story about Eric putting drugs in Kouri's bag when they would travel and causing a fight was verified in this courtroom by Allie Staking under oath. Is that correct?
I listened to Ms. Staking's testimony. She told of one incident when that happened.
Okay.
This says Eric would, as if it happened multiple times, so I don't know. I just know what I heard Ms. Staking testify to.
Did you ever ask any of Kouri's friends or family if they knew of situations where it had happened before?
Where what had happened before?
Where Eric had put drugs in Kouri's luggage when they traveled?
I don't recall asking that specific question, but I think I heard about it coming up. I don't remember who the conversation was with, but I think I had heard something to this effect before.
Was it involving a trip to Mexico?
Not specifically, no.
Okay. Do you remember where the trip was involved?
I don't. Sorry.
So
at least someone in your investigation did at least suggest that they knew of another situation besides Hawaii where Eric did this.
No, I don't know if it was a separate one or if they were referencing the same one. I don't know for sure.
All right. All right, if we could go to the bottom of the, highlight the bottom half for me. All right, there's references in here that Ronnie will have messages on his phone to prove Eric confided in him about getting high, right?
That's what this text says.
As the chief investigator of this case, did you ever go check Ronnie's phone to see if those existed to verify this?
I was made aware of this letter after May 8th.
Of 2023.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, I believe investigators reached out to Ronnie to talk to him in general about the case, and he denied letting us talk to him. So no, I was never able to confirm this with his cell phone.
So we sure have sat in this courtroom and listened to a lot of testimony about search warrants to seize phones. You know how to do that, right?
I do know how to do that.
Didn't issue a search warrant to get Ronnie's phone to see if that happens to be true.
No, but like I said, this information came to me well after May 8th, 2023.
Okay, sir, that's 3 years ago, right?
Yep.
And isn't it true you issued a search warrant as recently as 2 months ago to search the house for, I think, the 10th or 11th time, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and then can we go to the very last little bit about they never found pain pills or fentanyl in my house? At the bottom? Yes, please. Thank you.
I can see that.
You can see it? Great. Okay. So again, this refers to the previous page where Eric allegedly told Ronnie that he kept his drugs in an allergy bottle in his work truck so that Kouri wouldn't find it, right?
Objection foundation. That's not what the previous page says.
We just go back to the previous page.
Sure.
Please,
Absolutely. Katie, can you go back to the first page and find the section in there about where he kept his drugs? Let's see. Yep. Eric told Ronnie he keeps them in an allergy pill bottle in his work truck so I wouldn't find them. Isn't that what that says?
The whole sentence says Eric told Ronnie he keeps them in an allergy pill bottle in his work truck so I wouldn't find them.
And by the way, this was seized September 14th of 2023, correct?
I believe so, yes.
And at that point, had you revealed to Kouri that you had found an empty hydrocodone bottle in Eric's nightstand the day of his death? Had you ever revealed that to her or her lawyer at this point?
I personally didn't find the bottle.
Okay.
It was located on the night of Eric's death and was transported with his body to the ME's office.
There's no way for Kouri to know that when she wrote this, right?
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
Sustained.
Okay, that's fair. All right, go back to what we were just talking about, to the bottom of the second page. All right. The never found pain pills or fentanyl in my house because Eric hid it in an allergy bottle in the work truck, right? So that connects to what we just saw on the first page of what he allegedly told Ronnie, right?
What is your question? Yes, I can see that this document says that.
And the next sentence says, and Cody emptied his, I'm sorry, it's cut off on my screen, but not that one. I'm going to share a screen with the jury. And Cody emptied out work truck within a week. We've heard that verified by Cody in this courtroom that he said to the jury under oath, correct? While you were sitting in here.
Objection, foundation. I don't think that's what he said.
Sustained. You got to rephrase.
Did Cody come pick up the work truck within a few days of Eric's death?
I'm not personally aware.
Did you sit in this courtroom here and testify to that?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes, I sat in the courtroom. Yes, I heard his testimony. I don't remember exactly what he said, but
And just in case the jury has been so focused on that witness box that they don't notice what's happening back here, you've actually been in this courtroom every single day, every single minute, listening to every single person testify, right?
nearly, yeah.
Almost. Maybe a bathroom break here and there, which you're entitled. Okay. All right, let's take that down. Now, I want to go back to, oh, by the way, just last little thing on the walk the dog letter, and then I swear I'll quit beating a dead horse. But the walk the dog letter, to your knowledge, was the walk the dog letter ever delivered to Kouri's mom, to her brother, to the lawyer, to anybody?
I don't believe so, not to my knowledge.
Okay, thank you. All right. Now let's back up just a little bit to your entry into this case. Oh, Your Honor, I left my notes. May I please return to the table? too excited and ran up here too fast and left all my questions for you on the back. So, okay. I want to talk to you about the time. So you basically, before you even entered this case as the new head of the investigation,
Lead investigator.
lead investigator, thank you so much. I want to use your terminology. Before that, you did what's called a trash cover at Carmen's house, right?
We call it a trash rip.
A trash what?
Rip.
Rip. Okay, I've never heard that. So you did a trash rip at Carmen's house, correct?
You referenced a time frame. I don't remember what you said. Could you rephrase it?
Would it refresh your memory that around February 21st of 2023, you searched Carmen's trash
It was probably around that time, yeah.
before you were technically the lead investigator of this case?
That's possible, yeah.
And you said you found some foil, right?
Yes.
And that's usually an indication that someone's been maybe freebasing, heating it up in foil and then smoking it, typically.
I don't know the term freebasing, but
I'm from the 80s. I'm old, so you probably don't know that term. But
from my experience, people will put a substance, any substance that they want to smoke, on top of tinfoil. They'll heat it from underneath with a lighter or torch, and then they'll smoke the fumes that come off of the substance.
okay. And did you test the substances that you recovered from her trash that day?
I believe we submitted some of those pieces of paraphernalia to be tested, but I don't remember if we ever got results for them. If they were only NIC tested, I don't remember. I have to check records.
Would it refresh your memory to say that only meth and heroin were recovered and no fentanyl?
Like I said, I can't remember without checking my records.
You certainly can't tell the jury under oath that they got fentanyl out of her trash that day, right?
No, I don't remember us finding anything that was confirmed as fentanyl.
Okay. And then at the end of March, I believe, someone started tracking Carmen's car. Is that right?
Correct.
Was that you all or was that Mr. Gabler?
Who is you all?
The law enforcement, sorry.
We did apply for a GPS tracker warrant for Carmen's vehicle, yes.
All right. And then you get to be assigned a lead investigator around April the 11th.
I think it was in March sometime. I would have to check my notes again, but I believe it was about mid-March, early to mid-March.
Okay. And the first real step that you took as lead investigator, would it be fair to say that was when you applied for a warrant for Kouri and Eric's cell phones?
Oh, it's been just as long for me as everybody else. So I remember that I applied for a warrant for, well, I'm sorry, I don't remember. One of the first things I remember doing is applying for a search warrant for medical records for Kouri.
For Kouri?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. All right. And did you also apply for medical records for Eric?
I think those had already been requested or seized subject to a warrant.
By Detective Woody. Actually, I think she did testify to that. I think that's right.
I believe so. One of the investigators previous to my getting into the case.
And then you decided to knock on Kouri's door and interview her, right?
At one point I did, yeah.
And when you showed up to interview...
Objection, Your Honor. Beyond the scope.
Just think.
Can I have the court's indulgence for just a moment? I need to go chat with my co-counsel for just 1 second.
No problem.
Come on, bro. You guys sleeping? Who's sleeping in the chat? Wake up. Wake up, polka dot.
All right, so we are going to leave that topic alone and we're going to move forward, okay?
Okay.
Also, the other things that you did in the mid to end of April of 2023, shortly after you were assigned to the case, you also looked at extracted Kouri's cell phone. Did you not?
Yes, I would have to verify the date, but yes.
Okay. And when you extracted the phone, were you able to start looking at her texts and looking at everything in her phone?
Yes. At this time, we had just acquired our own forensic equipment. So previously we relied on the RCFL for our digital forensic evidence extractions and so forth. We had just started getting our own forensic equipment. And so I downloaded Kouri's phone, and I don't remember the format of the software to analyze it, but I do remember seeing the text messages and the gaps in the text messages.
Was that the first time you'd ever extracted a phone on the new equipment?
I don't remember it was the very first, but it was one of the first times, yes.
And was there anybody who assisted you in doing that extraction?
Yes, Miss Gibson did.
And are you or Ms. Gibson certified on Celebrite or the extraction gray key, whatever you use to extract it?
Miss Gibson is. I'm not.
All right. And then after you extracted Kouri's cell phone, you interviewed Chelsea Barney, did you not?
I did.
And Chelsea's testified here. Chelsea was Ms. Richins' dear friend from junior high, right?
That's what I understood, yes.
And when Chelsea came in to be interviewed, didn't you tell her that you had evidence that she and Kouri had spoken the night of Eric's death?
Chelsea did not come in anywhere when I interviewed her. I interviewed her in her home in Heber.
Oh, were you present when she did the interview at the sheriff's department?
No, I was not.
All right. So when you interviewed her at her home in Heber, did you tell Chelsea that you had evidence that she and Kouri had spoken the night of Eric's death?
Just a foundation as to what time frame are we talking about?
Can you? Sure, I'm glad to. Can you tell us when you interviewed Chelsea in Heber?
I can't give you an exact date. My best guess is it was probably April sometime of 2023.
Before Kouri's arrest date.
Correct.
And when you interviewed Chelsea in April of 2023, did you tell her, did you represent to her that you had evidence that she and Kouri had spoken the night of Eric's death?
I don't think it was phrased that way. So we had some interest in the timeline of their communication between Chelsea and Kouri the night of Eric's death. Because when we looked at what was available on the phone, it appeared that Chelsea and Kouri texted every single day. Like they were always talking with each other. And then there was a gap, I believe, between March 2nd and March 4th. So that stuck out to me as unusual. And I did bring that up with Chelsea and just asked her if she knew of any reason that there would be that gap. And then she was actually able to produce some documents from her cell carrier that we went over together, and it looked like that matched up.
So you originally suspected that maybe she had deleted a conversation with Kouri?
That's what it looked like initially, is that there was an unusual gap in communication between these two best friends that I understood them to be.
Okay. And it turned out that was incorrect, right?
From what I'm remembering, yes. So there's some confusion because there were just personal direct text messages between just Kouri and Chelsea. And then there was a group chat of all their friends.
Right.
And it was hard to distinguish in the beginning which occurred when. And I think that's where some of the confusion came from.
But ultimately, you were able to agree with Chelsea that she did not speak with Kouri the night of Eric's death and did not delete any messages with Kouri, correct?
I couldn't find anything that suggested otherwise.
Right. And then was Chelsea unhappy with the way that you all handled her interview?
I don't know.
To your knowledge, were you aware that she filed a complaint that she had been misled about her phone when she was being interviewed by your office?
I was a...
Your Honor, just objection foundation. I think timing's important here. I think counsel's confused about two different interviews, so I think we need foundation on timing.
Would you just be more specific about the complaint or what it was about with some month and year?
Yes, Your Honor. Shortly after Chelsea was interviewed, the time with you and the follow-up time, did she file a complaint against your
No,
office?
that's the problem. Can you break it down one at a time? They're two different events.
Just a moment. Okay, I understand now, Your Honor. I'm going to get specific about timing.
Okay.
I think that'll solve the problem. Prior to your interview of Chelsea, was Chelsea asked to come in by Detective Woody? When you reviewed the file, were you aware that there had been a previous interview with Chelsea?
I don't know if it was when I reviewed the file, but I was aware that Chelsea had come in for an interview, and that was prior to when I talked to her.
You're right. And after that interview with Detective Woody, did Chelsea file a complaint about being misled when she was brought in?
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
Help me out. I'm not sure where we're headed.
Your Honor, do you think it's relevant?
Why don't you approach for a moment?
Okay.
Oh boy.
You saw the interview that you had with Carmen at the jail, right?
Yes, so Carmen's home was searched on April 26th. That same day, she was arrested for driving on suspended license. And then the next day was the first time that we spoke with her at the Wasatch County Jail.
So first, the search of her house. Was any fentanyl located in her house at all?
No.
Then when you go to interview her, do you know what time of the night or the day she was pulled over for driving with the suspended license?
It was in the morning.
And what time of day did you see her on the 27th?
I don't remember. Okay. I would have to look at the timestamp on the video of the interview.
And I watched the interview, but I never saw anyone ask her if she was under the influence while you were interviewing her. Did anyone ever ask her that question?
I don't remember. I don't think so, but I don't remember.
And is it fair to say in that first interview, before any promises have been made about leniency or anything, Carmen denied ever being asked for fentanyl by Kouri Richins?
Yeah, I testified earlier that drug dealers, in my experience, when you interview them, will initially...
Well, let me stop you. I'm asking about Carmen, not other drug dealers. I'm asking about Carmen Lauber. Did she deny ever being asked by Kouri Richins for fentanyl?
Yeah, as most other drug dealers also do when I interview them.
And did she share with you a personal tragedy that her daughter had OD'd on fentanyl?
Yes.
And did she tell you that because of that, she didn't mess with fentanyl?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I think she's asking about statements from the prior interview. Do you, let me ask a more specific question. Do you mind approaching for a moment?
And that meant you're the biggest piece of this puzzle, right?
In context, I'm trying to remember what was said before that. I think there was a Miss Carmen, or I'm sorry, Miss Lauber made a reference to, can we just like put all the pieces together in front of us so that we can see how it happened?
Actually, it wasn't can we, it was can you put the pieces together for me, correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And then go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, and so in context, yeah, we said, yeah, you're the biggest piece of that set of information that we're trying to figure out.
And you also, and I wrote this in quotes, and hopefully the jury will recall this the way I do, you hold all the cards.
Yeah, as in she had all the information that we didn't know.
And we saw her struggling and telling you repeatedly that she could not recall dates. She could not remember certain things. Is that right?
She told us several times that she had difficulty remembering, and that the more that we brought to her and showed her things that were corroborated, the more she remembered and the better recollection she had.
And then within less than a few days of when she finally gave you what you needed, that there was fentanyl involved in her transactions, within a few days is when you issued the warrant to arrest Kouri, right?
We interviewed Carmen between April 27th and May 13th. The warrant for Kouri's arrest was issued by 3rd District Court on May 8th.
But when was it requested? May 3rd? Does that refresh your
I
memory?
don't request arrest warrants.
You signed, you're right, that's done by the county attorney's office, correct?
They filed charges in the case and requested an arrest warrant. We were made aware of it on May 8th.
Within days of Carmen Lauber agreeing with you that fentanyl was involved.
May 8th falls between April 27th and May 13th, yes.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I want to talk about your investigation into, oh, by the way, let me back up. Since you have become the lead investigator in this case, have you ever located the hydrocodone bottle that was found on the nightstand next to Eric?
Can you define located? I know where it's been at certain points throughout the investigation.
Okay.
But we don't currently have it in our possession right now.
That's all I need. I want to talk about the Valentine's Day investigation. All right.
Okay.
Katie, can you bring up, just for the witness only, Your Honor, Exhibit 3-13D as in Delta? Do you recognize this exhibit?
Yes. It states Exhibit 3-13D.
And is it fair to say that this exhibit is a visual clip of the locations where Eric was on February the 14th of 2022 based on geolocation in his phone?
Objection, Your Honor. Foundation.
I don't know whether this witness would have the basis to know that, so sustained for now, if you can lay some.
I understand what you're asking. As you've been preparing for this case, have you been reviewing the demonstrative exhibits that the state prepared to get ready for trial?
Not all of them, and not this one. I've just seen it in court.
Okay. Did you, as the head investigator of this case, investigate Eric's whereabouts on the days of February 14th, 2022?
Yes, in the sense that Mr. Kouri, the digital forensics expert that the county hired, helped us in the analysis of the phones, and he at some point told us the data that was in the phone regarding Eric's location on the 14th.
All right. So without revealing anything that Mr. Kouri said, what did you learn about Eric's locations that informed how you acted in the future in your investigation?
Objection, Foundation. I don't know how he would know that without hearsay.
Well, it's possible that he heard it prior to being in court, and to the extent that is to inform what he did next, we can accept it not for the truth of the matter. Shall we proceed in that way?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see what the response is.
Go ahead.
Just so I'm clear, you're asking if I'm aware of Eric Richins' location on February 14th,
Yes.
Just based on
The whole
digital
investigation.
evidence?
Yep, and the whole investigation, whatever you did.
Your question was at least tied in some way to Mr. Kouri.
Okay, we'll start with that. So based on your working with Mr. Kouri, looking at the digital evidence that you went through in this case, do you have a knowledge of Eric's locations on February 14th of 2022?
Maybe pause for a minute. We
Yes.
can just approach for a minute.
May it please the court?
Please.
Did you receive information from Mr. Kouri about Eric's locations on February 14th, 2022 that informed your investigation in any way?
I believe so. The truth is I don't remember 100% for sure if and when I knew about location data from Eric's device throughout the investigation. I would have to go back and review reports, especially Mr. Kouri reports.
Can we, Your Honor,
I just don't remember.
Can we see if this document refreshes your memory as to that?
This one or different?
Yes. Can we go through the pages very slowly and give him a minute to see if it refreshes his recollection?
Yeah, objection, Foundation. I think we're at the same spot we started with a few minutes ago.
Well, we're showing different pages. He testified that he'd never seen the first one prior to being in the court. It's unclear whether that's true for the remaining pages that the witness is being shown right now. I imagine we're about to find out.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you need us to do it again, or did you see them all?
Yeah, I saw them.
Does that refresh your recollection about Mr. Richins' locations on February 14th, or what you knew about them?
It doesn't. This demonstrative Mr. Kouri created, and the first time I saw any of these slides was in the court. And like I said, he may have shared that information during our investigation. I just don't remember.
Okay. So Ms. Richins is here today on charges that she attempted to kill her husband on February 14th of 2022. Is that right? One of the charges.
I believe so, yes.
And you're the head investigator of this case.
Yes.
Did you take any steps to confirm or deny Mr. Richins' movements on the day of February 14th of 2022 when he was allegedly a murder was attempted on his life?
Our team did. We hired an expert in digital forensics.
So what do you know about his locations on that day?
That's what I'm saying. What I know and what I remember are probably two different things. What I knew at some point throughout the investigation is that Mr. Kouri probably found whatever location data was available on his phone and shared that with investigators. I just don't remember the contents of what those said.
So as you sit here right now under oath in a homicide trial, you cannot tell this jury what Mr. Richins did on the day he was allegedly attempted to be murdered. You can't tell him. That's
Foundation. The question is, you can't say what Mr. Richins did. There's no foundation for that.
Your Honor, that's not the question I asked.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry, counsel. Just ask a more precise question. And if it needs to be 3 more precise questions, that's fine.
Thank you, I will.
The foundation objection is sustained.
You cannot say under oath what your investigation showed about where Mr. Richins was on the day that someone apparently attempted to murder him.
I could after a 2-minute conversation with the digital forensics expert that we hired because I just don't retain that information well.
So you don't know?
I don't remember.
You don't know right now, and we're in trial right now. Do you know right now?
Objection, Your Honor. Ask an answer.
I'll withdraw.
That one was a little argumentative, Sustained.
I'll withdraw. Speaking of that, were you ever able to confirm or track Mr. Richins and place him? Did you ever check and see if he ever went to the house in Midway on his geolocation? Did you ever ask anyone to do that?
Objection, Foundation. When?
I can ask him if he asked anyone to do it.
Well, that's a different question. So the question you just asked was very broad as to time frame. Foundation objection is sustained, but please ask a more precise question.
Did you ever ask an expert, hey, can you see if Eric Richins ever went to the Midway house where Carmen allegedly left drugs in a fire pit?
So I was the lead investigator on the case. I was not the only one making decisions. I am aware that someone in our investigative team directed Mr. Cochradimos to look into Eric's location from his device. Yes.
Are you able to tell this jury if Eric Richins was anywhere near the Midway house around the time that Ms. Lauber claims she left drugs there?
That's a broad date range. So I don't know. I don't have that data in front of me.
Okay. All right. Is it true that through all your interviews with Carmen and your attempts to corroborate what she was telling you, at least one of the times that Carmen allegedly purchased drugs from Mr. Crozier and brought them to Kouri was after Eric was dead?
Her testimony was not that. She didn't remember it that way. We found digital evidence that suggested that.
So after Eric died, it's your understanding that there's still drug dealing going on between Kouri and Ms. Lauber?
I am aware that Ms. Lauber conducted a similar transaction to ones prior to Eric's death, after his death with Ms. Richins.
On that, that's the occasion, I believe, and you were here. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but that's the occasion where Ms. Lauber claims that Kouri had to write her a check, right?
Yes.
And the check was written out on the Kouri Richins Realty checkbook, right? As you recall from your investigation.
Yeah, I believe it was K. Richins Realty check.
Did you do any corroboration or investigation into whether or not
Oh my God.
Carmen Lauber did actual work for Kouri Richins Realty that week?
Yeah, I mean, we talked to Carmen about her relationship with Kouri in always, and she said she had done some work for Kouri in several different capacities. As far as that week, I don't know that we ever got into those details.
That was the week that they were about to close on the Midway Mansion. Is that correct?
What date are you referring to?
The date that, I'm sorry, strike that. That's fair. The week before she got the check is the week that the Midway Mansion closing allegedly happened, right? Right after Eric's death.
Your Honor, objection. The air quotes, this is testifying.
The air quotes were for the Midway Mansion. That's why I did that. That's what I call it. But for the house on Legacy Drive, I won't do that again. The house on Legacy Drive.
Sorry, can you restate the whole question? I've forgotten it already.
The house on Legacy Drive had closed in between Eric's death and when Ms. Lauber allegedly got this check, correct?
Your Honor, I don't know.
Between Eric's death and when she got the check?
Right.
As far as my understanding, yes.
Did you ever talk to the realtor and say, hey, did Carmen Lauber clean up that house the week before it closed?
No.
Which realtor?
The realtor for the Legacy house.
I'm not aware who that is.
You don't even know who was selling that house?
No, but
So I guess the answer is no, you never made any attempt to corroborate whether Carmen did work that week.
I don't know that the realtor would know the answer to that question, but I never talked to them.
Okay. And speaking of the Midway Mansion closing, we had some testimony here about some closing documents that were signed and dated either the day after Eric died or a couple of days after Eric died. Did you hear that testimony?
I believe so, yeah.
Did you ever go to the people that conducted the closing and confirm whether Kouri was present at that closing in person?
No.
Are you aware that you can do closings on houses without being present in person?
I know nothing about realty.
Okay, well, then I'll let you have a pass on that. Did you ever do any determination as to whether those documents were signed through what's called DocuSign electronically?
I'm sorry, can you say the question again?
The closing documents for the Legacy property, did you ever do any confirmation or investigation into whether those documents were signed via DocuSign or electronically without being able to signature and a pen?
The investigation into the signing on the house and the other financial documents, I wasn't a part of. That was through the prosecution's office's investigator and their experts, their forensic accountants. I wasn't really part of that.
As lead investigator, you can't testify that that was ever done here today.
I have no knowledge of it.
Okay. You were involved in at least 8 of the 10 search warrants that were issued on this house? Because I think the first 2 were detective.
What do you mean by involved?
You were lead investigator once those warrants were being executed? I think the first 2 were Woody, so I don't want to credit those.
The title of lead investigator doesn't necessarily mean what I did in those circumstances. I guess I would ask you to be a little more specific about what you're asking.
How many warrants are you aware were executed on the house, on the Richins home?
I believe around 10. I don't remember the exact number.
And in 10 different times of searching, was there ever any fentanyl recovered?
Throughout the 10 search warrants, anything that was recovered during those search warrants that we suspected may contain fentanyl, have traces of fentanyl, were sent to the state lab.
Okay.
We got results back from the state lab. There were some items that.
May we approach?
Okay. Do you want to move on?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the 10 search warrants that were executed on this house, did you ever find any cups, glasses, straws that contained any traces of fentanyl on them?
Let me be clear. I wasn't present at every single time that the house was searched. So the answer is investigators in my team or investigators from the Summit County Sheriff's Office did not find cups, straws, the things you mentioned that contain fentanyl, no.
As you sit here today, can you even tell this jury the exact time that Eric Richins died?
I don't know that anybody can.
Can you tell this jury how fentanyl got inside of Eric Richins? Based on evidence, not speculation or theory, but evidence.
I know it was orally ingested.
And that's all you know, right?
That's not all I know, but I know it was orally ingested.
To this date, have you ever recovered any of the pills that Carmen Lauber allegedly gave to Kouri Richins to test to see what they are?
That I can confirm for sure are the pills that passed from Carmen's hand to Kouri's hand.
Correct.
No.
Okay. Prior to Carmen Lauber's second, third, fourth interview, there was never a warrant issued for Kouri's arrest prior to that date. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, can you say the question again?
Prior to the interviews with Carmen Lauber, there was never, that was the first time you all requested an arrest. Well, let me say, because I won't say y'all. The first time there was ever a formal request to arrest Kouri Richins was after the interview with Carmen Lauber, correct?
After at least the first 3 interviews with Carmen Lauber, we had enough information that we believed met a probable cause standard for the arrest of Ms. Richins.
Okay.
We gave that information to the prosecutors and they filed charges in this case. They then requested an arrest warrant be issued from 3rd District Court. I executed that warrant by arresting Ms. Richins.
Have you ever heard of hair follicle testing?
I think I've heard that term. I don't know what you're referring
What's your knowledge of it?
that people much smarter than me can test hair follicles for what it can tell you about the body's biology.
Specifically,
about the extent of what I know.
Specifically, isn't it fair? You've been a narcotics officer for a long time.
Objection, Your Honor, relevant scope.
This is beyond the scope.
Your Honor, it goes to the investigation or lack thereof.
But beyond the scope of the version or the version of the direct examination regarding the investigation. You have other options to get into this. It's just not right now.
Okay. Court's indulgence for just a moment, Your Honor.
Of course.
When you searched Carmen's house, did you test any pills that were found in Carmen's house?
I don't remember. That would be a better question for Ms. Gibson. She handled all the evidence recovered from that search.
You were aware through your investigation that shortly before Eric's death, he was on a hunting trip in Mexico. Is that right?
Yes.
And the very last thing Eric ever did that we can establish before he passed away was a Google search, right?
I don't know if that's an accurate statement, but I know that a Google search was found on Eric's phone the night he died. That was, I think it was searching directions or how far it was from Utah to Sonora, Mexico, I think.
Right. And
if you had to drive, how long it would take to drive.
Okay. And did you do any investigation into where Eric went hunting when he was on his hunting trip in Mexico? Where was it?
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the outfitter. Todd Rice was the contact that we had with the hunting outfit in Mexico.
But I mean, where in Mexico? Was it the Sonora area?
I think so.
Okay. Also, according to Ms. Lauber, she estimated that each time she got pills that apparently she says she gave to Kouri, they were 15 to 30 pills per transaction. Is that accurate?
Her statement.
Your Honor, the foundation is to when? During interview, during testimony, during when?
Just provide a little more foundation for the question, or a little more detail for the basis of the question.
What is your understanding of how many pills were involved in each transaction that ultimately allegedly went to Kouri?
Approximately, well, total or each time?
Each time.
Each time approximately 15 to 30.
Right. And that would be a total, again, math, but if you have 30 pills times 4, that's 120 pills.
That maths for me.
And you were in the courtroom when strike that. Did you give Carmen rides to meetings with her attorney in your car after she agreed to cooperate with you?
We helped transport Carmen when she couldn't get somewhere. It wasn't usually in my car. It was in Detective Maynard's, but yeah.
How often did you guys give Carmen rides places?
It was only a couple times.
Did you talk to her on the phone?
Yeah.
Check in with her?
Mm-hmm.
Went by and saw her at her house?
We need answers, Steve.
I'm sorry.
You got to say yes because they can't type. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, so what was the answer to the last question about you called her on the phone?
Yes.
You would go by and see her in person?
Well, not just like to see her, but like if we needed to get in contact with her in person for some reason, yeah, sometimes we would go to her house or her work, wherever she was at.
And this relationship or these interactions that you had with her extended from the time she agreed to cooperate with you to literally she showed up in court, right?
If you're referring to myself and Detective Maynard, yes, because Detective Maynard contacts and deals with Carmen a lot more than I do.
Okay. Getting close, I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. Oh, okay. I want to talk about the, Lord, if they're GIFs or GIFs, I don't know, but GIFs that have come in, those pictures of the goofy pictures that they said that Kouri accessed the morning of the 4th, right?
I'm sorry, who's they?
All right, I'll be more specific. The GIFs, you saw them come up on the screen. They were like joke GIFs, right? That it was testified to that Kouri's phone accessed them all at the same time the morning of March 4th, morning Eric died, right?
What I understand about the gifts is that there were, I think, 3 different ones, and that they were somehow accessed on Kouri's device. The technical jargon of the digital forensics is whatever Mr. Cocherdimos testified to.
I'm with you on that. So clearly, I would imagine, as the lead investigator, if you're investigating a potential homicide, would it be important to you to look at the very last conversations that the decedent and the suspect had right before the death?
They could be part of it.
Did you do that?
I believe I did. I don't remember what the contents were, but...
Katie, can you please pull up JO11? JO11? And this is only, yeah, okay. And make it a little bit bigger so that the Detective O'Driscoll can see it clearly. And take your time looking at this, and I'm going to ask you some questions about it. Do you recognize these texts? Keep going, Court Key.
I recognize that they are from Eric's device, yeah.
All right, and they're between whom?
Eric Richins and Kouri Richins.
And what is the date, sir? Can you blow them up,
Sorry, I'll have to
please?
zoom in.
Sorry.
March 3rd, 2022.
So this is the day, literally, his last day on earth. And it's the conversation he had with his wife, right?
That's what it looks like.
All right.
I have
And,
to look at all the timestamps to
and
give
certainly,
accurate context for that. But
I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Certainly you reviewed this as part of your investigation.
probably. I'm not remembering them, but
Your Honor, this,
I have not looked at every single text message on Eric's phone and on Kouri's phone.
sure, but like the day he died would be a kind of an important day to check out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you
Like
recall?
I said, that's where we got the information about the hunting guide in Mexico. So yeah, we were looking at that information.
So then, Your Honor, may I please admit this as Defense Exhibit 300, I don't even know what we're on yet. 3010. Is it 10? It's 3015. We're a little behind. Thank you, Ms. Brittany. I appreciate that. We move to admit it.
Objection, foundation, or authenticity. I'm also looking at maybe approaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we go to is this the first page, Katie?
Why did you not look at all of her messages? Who are you talking to, Karen? Me? Why didn't I look at all of them? Or who? I think the stream is over. Time is 5 o'clock. I'm going to bed. Day 11. Be back tomorrow, guys. You look scared. Scared, bro. You're picking his nose here? Let me see. Go, someone pick his nose. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Hold on.
There will likely be additional questioning of Detective O'Driscoll tomorrow morning from both defense and the state. That additional questioning we do not have time for today. So we'll be recessing for the day between now and tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. As always, please don't talk about the case with anyone. Please do not allow anyone to talk about it with you. Please do not read, watch, or listen to any coverage of the case. Please do not do any research about the case. Please travel safe.
All right, power.
Folks, have a seat. Anything else on the record today, Mr. Bledworth?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Nestor?
No, Your Honor.
Detective, I need you to be back here at 8:30 tomorrow morning. Agreed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be in recess until 8:30 in the morning. Thank
Your
you.
Honor, just real quick.
My apologies.
If there's some kind of urgent matter they need to discuss with him as a chief investigator, I guess I'm just asking we all be on honor. They don't discuss with him his testimony at all. But if they need to talk about something, just let me know and we'll probably agree to that. So just if there's an urgency in the middle of the night or something.
Any problem with that, Mr. Bledworth?
No problem, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. We'll be in recess until 8:30 a.m. Thank you.
There you go, guys. Another live stream in regards to this case. I'm going to end the poll guy here. Did everybody vote? Yeah. If you haven't voted in the poll, can you please vote now? Please. Please. You voted, Ray Ray? Thank you. I bet Cat Randall didn't vote. Jenny, did you vote? Politicians, did you vote? Does Disney's courtroom seat for Robin's rich family in closing arguments? Oh, shit. Closing arguments on Monday, guys. Closing arguments are on Monday. This case is almost over. It's almost over. Looking forward to it. I got a pimple on my nose. Oh. These lights are mad. These lights are too bright, man. Let me tell you. These lights are way too bright. Let's turn them off. All right, I want to end it. Here we go.
There are 3 major train projects in 2020.
We're ending it. And Poe. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Is Kouri Richins guilty or not guilty? Does that show up? Let me see if that shows up here. Don't show it here. I wish it would show it. Don't show it. 14. No, they don't show it. Anyway, 71% say he's guilty. 19% has said they're undecided. 19% undecided, and 10% says guilty. Not guilty. I'm sorry, not guilty. So 10% not guilty, 19% undecided, and 71% say guilty. So it's done. He's done. I mean, she's done. She's fucked. She's fucked, bro. She's fucked. Oh yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna do a little bit of. We're gonna do more of this tomorrow, and I want to look at this other case with that woman, that older woman who's kidnapped and stuff like that. I want to see what's going on there. I'm curious what's going on there. So maybe we'll talk about that first and then get into this case. She's not fucked. Cat Randall, you're fucked in the ass. Your stupid fucking comments. You got the worst comments ever. Guys, everybody tell fucking Cat Randall to stop making these fucking dumb comments. You know why? Because it pisses me off. And just makes me just want to leave. So everyone, good night. I'm out. Fuck you, Cat Randall.
So Brian.
Let me have it, Brian.
What did you do? You're living every night, aren't you, boy? Turn yourself in, Brian. Once in your life, be a man.
You like me going?
Remember, she was just watching. She was just watching. Remember, no, she wasn't doing that. I was just saying she was talking about that.
Got it.
But she was mainly watching pop.
Good night, everyone. Love you.
She was young.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
She was beautiful.
Good night.
She was chasing her dreams. She was excited. She was hopeful. She was in love. She wanted a partner. She wanted support. She wanted to be cherished. She trusted him. She was anxious. She was overwhelmed. She took responsibility. She was scared. She was manipulated. She was abused. She didn't deserve this ending. She didn't deserve the abuse. I will say her name. I will share her story. I will spread awareness. And I will use my voice because hers was silenced. Her life was stolen but her legacy will live.
Yelling at the sky, screaming at the world. Baby, why'd you go away? I'm still your girl. Holding on too tight, head up in the clouds. Heaven only knows where you are now. How do I love again? How do I trust again? I stay up all night, tell myself I'm alright. Baby, you're just harder to see than most. I put the record on, wait till I hear your song. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Never got the chance to say your last goodbye. I gotta move on, but it hurts to try. How do I love again? How do I trust again? I stay up all night, tell myself I'm alright. Baby, you're just harder to see than most. I put the record on, wait till I hear your song. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. How do I love again? How do I trust again? I stay up all night, tell myself I'm alright. Baby, you're just harder to see than most. I put the record on, wait till I hear your song. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Her blonde hair fell around her like a halo. She was an upstate New York angel without wings. Her smile shone brighter than a morning sunrise. Her laughter put the songbird's voice to shame. When you see a butterfly over a weeping willow tree, or a rainbow, or a wildfire on a grassy mountain peak, she's home with Mother Nature, yes she is. In the heaven on this earth, that's where she lives. That's where she lives, that's where she lives, that's where she lives, that's where she lives.
Guys, for me, it's how nice you are for me. Oh my gosh, it's how much you make me laugh. It's how hard you always laugh for me. Okay, wait, go. It's, you're really cringe.